Hello, Happy New Year. We are still just setting up here, waiting for people to join. So, welcome. I'm really nervous for this. I've never done one of these before. I'm slightly early, so waiting for some people to turn up, and then we'll be going. Hi, welcome. I'm just setting up at the moment. We're a little bit early. Bear with me, one and all. Thank you for joining us. Hi, welcome to New Year's Eve. So I'm hoping you've all got your Big Ben models. If you haven't, you don't need to have them. You can just come along and you can join in with us and build along as we do as well. It's not going to be a mad rush, so this isn't going to be, we're not racing the clock as such. I mean, I'd like to be done by midnight, but if we're not, we're not. I'm trying to sort this out at the moment, so I've got chat as well. I've got no admin in here, so I'm trying to do both at the same time. So it's not the easiest thing to do, but as soon as I've got that set up, we'll be ready to roll. I'm going to give people a few minutes to sort of join in because I don't want to jump in ahead. So I'm planning on starting the build at about 1:45. So we give people a chance to join in. So you've got plenty of time to go get yourself a beer or whatever you want, some refreshments, and then we'll get ready to go. But it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I'm trying to get I'm trying to work the laptop and the camera at the same time at the moment. This is the first time I've done this, so I'm going to have to ask you all to bear with me because I'm going to be fumbling through a bit of this, I think. All right, here we go. So these are the ones you should all have. This is the Big Ben model. I'm hoping these are the ones that you've got. It's a nice little build. I have built one before. So it's a nice one. Let's get this one open. Like I said, we're going to start about 1:45. So we'll let people turn up and we'll let people get settled in and get prepared for what they want to do, and we'll go through some bits and pieces with you. But let's get this one open. I hope you all had a really nice Christmas. I had a great Christmas. It was really nice. We had a lot of panic before Christmas with Ecto and whatnot, our cat. I've mentioned that before. So it was a little scary, a little touch and go there for a while, but it's all right. We're doing okay now. But I'm very eager for this. I'm very nervous for this. It's really weird. I mean, this is no different to what I normally do, but I'm live, and this is the first time I've done a live stream on my channel. I mean, normally my live appearances are on other people's channels. So it's a bit weird for me. So I'm trying to do it all at once. I'm trying to read comments and also look at the screen at the same time, which is the easiest thing. I don't know how you live streamers do this all the time because it's a little bit all over the place for me. I'm trying to watch 3 screens at once at the moment, and it's not the easiest thing to do. Right. Okay, let's see what we got on chat. Sorry about my massive hand. You'll have to excuse me. There we go. Right, I'm hoping you can all see me. There we go. Okay, now I've got the chat right. So Lord Peter, good to see you. We got Crafting Costume Ken. We got Lee. Excellent. Sheldon's there. Got Mark, Jamie. Excellent. Yeah, we'll let some more people turn up. We'll let it get to, because I don't want to start and someone having to be, you know, racing the clock to get where they need to be. So the plan is we're going to start building at 1:45. So enough time, yeah, enough time to get yourself a baby sham or a chinzana, whatever your tipple is. I have got Budweisers here. Now I've never drank whilst building, so I don't know if that's going to improve my building. I wouldn't have thought so. Or if it's going to slow me down. We'll find out, I guess. But I'm just opening my model up. I mean, it's good to do that. If you've not take all this plastic off your model yet, probably good to start that. So when we start going, we'll start going. What I'm going to do is I do single camera. So when we start, I'm going to take this camera off. It's going to go down onto the desk, and we'll get an actual focus of what it is we're doing. As I said, this one is not overly complicated. There are some little fiddly pieces on it from what I remember. It's been about 2 years since I built one of these. But someone had mine, someone nicked mine. They wanted one. I was like, I can have this one. And I regretted it immediately. So it's what it is. If you've never built one of these before, if you've never built a Roker model before, they are lovely. They're really nice little models. And this might get you hooked. You might build one and be like, ooh, I like this. And you might want more. Because it's what happened to me. I built Orpheus the Sad Robot. He's a gorgeous little model. He was a mechanical music box. And once I built him, that was it. I was hooked on Roker and Roloff models, and I've built dozens of them. I mean, I don't know how many I've built, but it's got to be over 30 of them. But I love them. I just think they're such cute little things. I really enjoy them, and you hopefully will get the same thing from this. You'll see that, you know, it's a very different kind of modeling. If you're used to partwork modeling, it ain't that. It really isn't. And if you're used to kind of Revel kits or Airfix kits, it's not that either. It's something kind of in between. All of this is push to fit, so you don't need any glue for any of these. You can glue them, because what you'll find, you'll find little elements of it that keeps falling off, or you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm being loose, so you end up gluing them. That's what I tend to find. But ultimately, you don't need any glue to make one of these kits. They will just go together as is. But they're beautiful. They're lovely little things. They really are. Let's see how we're doing on the chat. Sorry, my massive hand. As I said, I'm single camera in. There we go. Yeah, I'm nervous. It's really weird. I don't get nervous ever about anything, but doing a live stream, I'm nervous. I don't know why, because it's no different how I normally do this. It just happens to be going out immediately rather than me having to edit it. And the beauty of this is I don't have to edit it, which is fantastic. It means I can just go, which is great. Because that's the thing. So when it comes to, I get asked a lot, why don't you do lives? Why don't you do lives? I never have the time. I just don't, because I'm typically on call with work and things like that I never know when I won't be available. So I don't ever want to promise I can do a live and then let you down. But New Year's Eve, I knew I was going to be available. So I thought, you know what, if we're going to do it, now's the time. And also, I do nothing on New Year's Eve. I sit in and I do nothing at all. So before we get started, I crack a beer open. I'm on the Budweiser tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So again, I have no idea if this is going to help the building or hinder the building. But cheers to all of you. Happy New Year, and very soon we'll have our own Big Ben to ring in New Year's. Right, I got some lovely models for Christmas. I got some really nice ones. I got a beautiful book nook from my wife, which we'll be building soon. Penny very kindly sent me the Iron Maiden Spitfire, and I'm really looking forward to doing that one. Ken very kindly sent me the Haunted Mansion diorama of the attic. Can't wait to do that. That's a little cute thing. So I'm very busy. I've got loads of stuff turned up as well. So I've been building another Roker model, a printing press today. I've got more Rolife builds. I've got Lego kits. I've got so much to do. It's ridiculous. I've also got Batmobile Tumbler and Disney Doll's House turned up yesterday as well. So we've got a very packed January. Very, very packed indeed. 5 minutes to go, and we're going to start building our Big Ben. So again, as I said, we're going to take our time on this one. It's not huge. I mean, you'll see the instructions here. This is it. So I mean, that's the entirety of the instructions. So it's not going to take forever to build, but don't let that deceive you. Don't look and think, oh, it takes 20 minutes. It doesn't. They take a while because they can be a little bit fiddly. But take your time. Take your time. Don't force anything, because that's been the downfall of many a man when they tried to force these kits, and then all of a sudden they snap a piece. And you know, we don't want that. We want these to go as smoothly as possible. So I'm just checking on the chats here. Okay. Right. I think we're about ready to start going in 8:39, 5 minutes. So 1:45, we're going to start building. So you do still have time if you want to get your supplies ready. The only thing I'm really using for this one is scissors and a craft knife. That's all I've got. So I've got my scalpel and I've got a pair of scissors, because I believe we have a filter that goes inside the tower that we're going to use to filter the light, and it gives it a very nice glow. If I remember rightly, we have to cut it to shape. So if you don't have scissors, now is a good time to go get yourself some scissors for this if you're building along with us. And it's yeah, I believe we have a template, and we cut to size, we cut to shape, and see exactly what it is that we're doing. Let me just have a quick chat. Let's try again. Sorry for the giant hand. There we go. Nervous. I keep saying I'm nervous, but I keep saying, you know what, Dutch courage, that's what we're going to have, or American courage, if you will. Oh, wow. So hopefully we'll be done by the time New Year's lands, and we're about to bring the New Year's in together, which will be great. I'd never do anything for New Year's Eve. I don't know about you, but New Year's Eve, I've always kind of, I wouldn't say hated New Year's Eve, but I've never enjoyed it. Whenever I've gone out on New Year's Eve, I've never enjoyed it. Everywhere's packed. You end up queuing to get into like the local pub that you'd normally go to anyway. And it's like, all of a sudden it costs a tenner to get into your local on New Year's Eve. And you're like, really? So yeah, it's not been. I've never enjoyed it. It's kind of amateur night. So not this time. This time I thought we're staying, and we're going to do something together. And I think this is going to be fun. And I really want to see your Big Bens as well. So send your pictures of your work whilst you're working, whilst you're drinking. Send us your cheers pics, whatever it is, to buildingwiththeboys@outlook.com, and we'll see if we can flick a few up on the screen before the stream ends. Going to be good. A few more minutes and we're going to get going. I'm just waiting for the last few people to sort of come in. Don't be shy. You know, take a seat at the back if you can't find anywhere. So it's fun. Are you chewing? We're not going to do that. I do that in meetings all the time. Whenever this is the thing, this is the child in me. So whenever I do meetings at work, I can't resist to go into teacher mode. I have asked people, "Are you chewing?" Stop being chair. Can't help it. So I'll try and avoid that on this one. But we have, right, so let's have a look what we've got in here. So we've got the small board. We will then have, you'll notice, a very lighter colored whiteboard. This is typically for detail pieces. And then we have, this is the paper. So we don't have to cut it. Okay, so this is the paper. This is the light filter paper. So these are all actually cut. That's perfect. We don't have to cut those. I thought we did. We have these here. We have our base pieces, and we have our detail pieces. Now, there will also be, you will have your lights in here, a little screwdriver, and some dowels. That's what we're going to have. It's simple, honestly. So if you're building one of these for the first time, you're panicked, don't be. It's nice and easy. We're going to go nice and slow. We'll go through it all stage by stage. We're going to build it together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this camera off here now. I'm going to move it down to the desk, lock onto the Big Ben, and we're going to start building. So here you go. You're coming up here with me, you. So let me adjust this. There we go. Right. Okay, right. So if everybody's ready and we're all settled in, let's get building. And just go through your. Give me a mention, Scott. Veronica Wardock, how are you? Pick and sound good. Right, here we go. Blah blah blah. Right, we're going through a few bits and pieces just to make sure we're ready to go. Mark's here. James is here. Lord Peter, we're all good. Right, let's get going. Okay, so start at the beginning. It's always the best place to, I find. Right, so we need B23, B12, and B11. So we're going to find our B board, and we're going to find those pieces. So B board is this one here. So let's move these out of the way. So this is board B. And if you're looking at these, are the ones that got the clock faces and the ornate parts on. And the parts that we need to begin with are B23. So let's find that one. What's this piece here? So we're going to pop out B23. We also need B11, two B12s, two B11s. So so that's that there. That's those two little ones there. Have those ones out, and two B11s. We'll have those ones out as well. Okay, and we've officially started. Exciting, right? So let's get these in. So we're going to put our this way around. I'm going to pop these in. This one's going to go in like so. And then the other one on the opposite. If at any point I go too fast for any of you, tell me, and I will slow down. I don't think that's going to be much of a risk, though, because what with the beer and the nerves, I can't see me going too fast. Okay, that's those two in. And then the next ones, we're going to put these two in here. So that's this one and this one here. Okay, so I have this little cube. That's what you'll have now. So that's how we'll be looking. So that's that one there. That's the first part done, nice and easy. Okay, the next thing we need is B24, B19, and B20. So it's B24, B19, and B20. So let's find those. So here is B20. Then we have B19, which is this part here. And then we need B24. B24 is this little piece that's over in the right-hand corner of your board. And that's this piece here. So we're building basically the turret for this one, the tower, if you will. So we're going to take this piece here. That's going to slot into there. You can see this on your instructions as well. Don't just take my word for it. Make sure you follow along your instructions as well. So that's that one, like that. And then this piece is going to slot into the top. And this is the point of Big Ben, the top of it. So it's that one there. That's how you are now looking. And we're going to attach this, the piece we just made. So taking this piece over here, we're going to slot this one in. And it's going to fit in like so. There we go. Now we've got something that looks like something. Wow. So we have our tower. Now we're going to put the sides onto this one. So look. Yep, we're going to put our sides on. So we are going to use the sides, and the side pieces we need are A9s. We need two A9s and two A10s. So we're going to locate our A board. Now the A board is the pale color board. So if you're looking for your boards, it's this one here. And it is these four pieces here that we are using. So start with your A9s rather than poke them all out, because we don't want to confuse the 9s for the 10s. So there's our first 9. And there's our second 9. Okay, and these are going to go either side of these pins here. So we're going to put one on there, like so, and one on here, like so. So there we go. So we have those 2 on. Next, we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to use A10s this time. So it's the other 2 pieces. I'm going to pop those out. I'm going to put the A10s on either side. So again, these are just push to fit. Don't use too much pressure. It's like a squeeze. So don't sort of, jam it down. Press it. When you find the gap, squeeze, and it'll come together nicely. There we go. So we have that lovely little turret now. Okay. So we're doing all right. So that's the top line of the instructions done so far. Lovely stuff. So that is stage 1 that we've completed. Stage 1 is now done. So we're going to move this one to the side because we're not going to be using that one for a little bit. And we are going to move on to stage 2. Stage 2 is where we're building a spire. And for this one, we need parts A4, A5, A8, and C4. So going back to our A board, that was this board here. We need A8, that's the circular, that's one of these tiny little circular pieces here. Now there's lots of these, so those are going to be coming around a lot. We need one of those. We also need A4, which is one of these. So we'll have that one out. And we need A5, I believe. A8, sorry, my bad, A8. So that would be, no, it was A5, I was right the first time. Oh, you Scott. Yep, A5, right. So we're going to pop this one out here. Now, I believe we're going to do this 6 times, but we're going to build 1 to begin with, and then we'll see exactly where we need to be. But I believe we do this 6 times. We make 6 of these. But there is quite a lot of symmetry that happens with the Westminster Tower. So I do believe we do this 6 times. So we'll do the 1 to begin with, and then we just plow through them and get them done. Right, so we need C4 as well. Sorry, before I forget, C4 needs to be on here too. So let's get a C4. It looks very similar to your A8. So that's your C4 there. Okay. So here we go. We're going to insert this one to this one here. So it's going to slot down there, like so. And then we're going to take, the first one we're going to take is the C, that's the smaller of the 2, that's the C4 there. And that's going to fit over there like so. I'm going to slide that down. And then we're going to use this one as well. And that's going to slot over the top like so. And that's what we'll be left with. So you'll be left with one of these. Now we have to make 5 more. So we're doing this 6 of these in total. So let's get them done. This is where we can chat a little bit because this is now just repetition work for 6 of these. But I mean, it's an easy 6, so it's not like it's anything overly complicated. So I think I'm just going to punch mine out of my board now. So they're ready to go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you will find you've got spares, which is beautiful because if you do snap one, I hope you don't, but if you do, they tend to be quite generous with spares on Row Life kits. So that's those ones there. So let's get these parts all made up, and then we can start moving on to the next pieces. So I'm just going to do this part to begin with. There's 1. 2. Make sure they go all the way down. Here is 3. There's Mark, so you're making the steam train by Rogue. Are you doing that now, Mark? Are you? I know you're not Big Benin with us, but are you building the steam train as we speak? Because if you are, I'd like to see it, man. Peter, the Underground Game Cat on parole. Just found your channel and sub. Just got into Lego Bird, and I'm so excited and overwhelmed by all the builds. Excellent. There's some really, really nice Lego kits out there. There's also some nice ones. You can check out my channel. There's a company called FO Funhole, which every single one of their models comes with a LED kit. So you can light them up, and they are really good value for money. And there's some really nice ones out there. Lego-wise, I don't know if any of you have seen this, but they've just announced the Orient Express, and it is a beautiful thing. They've got a really, really nice model of the Orient Express, and it is absolutely lovely. Right, so we need the C's now. So CH, just to finish these ones off. So we need 1, 2, 3. 4, 5 of those. Yeah, the Orient Express, the Lego Orient Express is something special. It's really nice. I was very, very impressed with it. Now, my son's not into that. He's into Marvel. So he's, I don't know if you saw, but we got him the Lego Daily Bugle for Christmas. And it's gorgeous. I mean, it was bloody expensive, but it's really nice. Now he was already saving for the Daily Bugle. So with the money that he's got saved for the Bugle, he's then gone and bought the Sanctum Sanctorum, because they're modular kits. So all these giant Marvel houses link together, so you can make like a street scene. So he went and spent a lot of money on the next one. So he's got both of them now. So he's got the Sanctum and the Bugle, and they link together and make like a street scene, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Right. I just bought my first Fun Holding Lego set, the newsstand, the Home Alone set. The newstand's gorgeous. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's the smallest one they've done. And I'm glad they have done a smaller one, because Fun Hold were just doing these enormous sets. And I think if it's a company you're not sure about, you're not going to, you're going to think, oh, I don't know if I want to drop £100 or $100 on one of these straight away. I want to try something small. So the fact they've done that newsstand now, I think is great, sort of as an introduction to it. And you can sort of, honestly, it's so nice. That newsstand, even though it's small, they have not skimped on it. It's still a lovely build. So hopefully all of you have now got all 6 of these. So that's actually stage 2 complete. So we're doing good. We're doing really good. Now we're going to start working on the roof of Westminster. And we need E7, E10, and E4. If I'm going too fast for any of you, let me know, because we have no rush. We got hours. So let's not panic too much. Hi, Cornwall Kev. Just came across your live build. What is you building tonight? We are building the Roker Big Ben. So we are building a little wooden model of Big Ben. There's a bunch of us building it. It's not just me. There's people all over the country, all over the world building it, which is really nice, whoever we've heard from. So we're all building it together. So we're sort of going through it nice and slowly, and taking our time and seeing in the new year. But thank you for joining our stream. If you'd like to spend New Year's Eve with us, we're very touched, and it's going to be a fun night. So this is E. This is the one we're using. This is E7. This is going to make the roof of Westminster. Then we need 2 E10s and 2 E4s. So let's pop those out. These are our E4s. There's one there, and there's one there. Right. So E4. Let's see where these are going. So E4s are going on this end here. So this is the way round this is going to go. And our 2 E4s are going to go in there and there. So I'm going to pop one in, just so we can see how this goes in. There we go, there's one. And there is 2. Excellent. Peter, GameCat, if you want, if you go check out any of my my fun haul videos, I've got an exclusive discount code. So if you like the 10% discount, it's on there, and it will work on Amazon as well. So you can pop it in on Amazon and get yourself 10% off. Totally worth it. This one's playing me Mary Hell. I've got to get my eyes closer to this. There we go. That's those ones on. And then we have the E10s next. So this is going together quite nicely. Like I said, we're going to have some breaks, so we're not going to burn through, because if we do, we'll be done way before the real Big Ben strikes 10, so midnight, sorry. So we're going to have a break in a minute, and we'll have a bit of a chat and a bit of a catch-up, bit of a drink. And we'll see how we're doing, and make sure everybody has the chance to catch up to where we are, because I don't want to burn ahead on anybody and they'd be like, oh, I'm falling behind. So again, if there's anything like that, give us a shout and we will slow down for you, because I don't want to get ahead of anybody. So that's those ones. Okay, next we're putting the roof tiles on. So we need E8 and E2 to begin with. So we're burning through all the ones on this this E board at the moment. So E8 is this one here. That's E8. And then the other one we need is E2. So E2 is the opposing long one. So that's this one here. There we go. Lee, hey Scott, how excited is Jack for going to WWE next year? Who are you guys looking forward to? He's really excited, Lee. He's really, really, really excited. He was a little bit overwhelmed, and he couldn't quite get his head round that we're actually going. Like it took some explaining. He was a little bit taken aback by it, but they have announced some of the people that are going to be there. And I mean, naturally, it's subject to change, and as you know, with the nature of wrestling, people get injured. But we have been confirmed that Cody Rhodes is going to be there, so he's very excited for that. Now, part of the reason he's excited to see Cody Rhodes is purely so he can sing the theme song. Those of you who know wrestling know that there's a bit in Cody Rhodes' theme song where the whole crowd shouts, "Whoa!" And that's what he's looking forward to more than anything. So Cody Rhodes is going to be there. Seth Rollins is going to be there again. It's a sing-along. So he's really looking forward to sing along with the theme song. So that's gonna be funny. Shinsuke Nakamura is also going to be there. I've actually seen him before. So I saw Shinsuke Nakamura wrestle in a leisure center years before. Sorry, just back to the model. This is where we're now on this one. So that's our E2 into that one. Now our E8 is going to go in this one here. Yeah, I saw Shinsuke Nakamura wrestle in a leisure center, and it cost me like £5 to get in to see him. It was about a year before he signed to WWE, and on that same card, on that same night, was also AJ Styles. And remarkable, but I saw Shinsuke Nakamura fight AJ Styles in Gloucestershire Leisure Centre. That's where we were, and a year later, they were both at WrestleMania, which is remarkable. But that's the nature of the business. But he's so excited to go, and we're really close to the entrance, so we can run over and get high fives and whatnot. So he's ever so excited. Okay, back to the model. I'm just yapping wrestling here. We've got to put on the opposing pieces here. So we are now putting on E3 and E9. So we'll start with E3. E3 is this one here. And it goes like that, and it's going on the opposing pegs. But yeah, he's really excited, and he had his match on Boxing Day, and again with that, he was so happy. His match is on the channel. He was building up to doing a top rope elbow drop. Because he was nervous about doing it, and he'd never done it before. He'd only gone from the second turnbuckle, because it hurts. I mean, I don't mind telling you, the reality of it is, whatever people have got to say about wrestling, it all hurts. All of it hurts. Maybe not as much as we'd like to think it does, but it all hurts. So jumping from 8 foot up when you're 10 years old and landing on your hip and your butt, it hurts. but he did it, and he was ever so proud of himself for doing it, and I was really proud of him for doing it as well. He is doing absolutely amazing at wrestling, and I am one proud dad. I really am. Okay, so that is stage 3 complete. We can put this one again to the side, so we're not using that one for a little bit yet. What we're going to do is we're going to do stage 4, and then we're going to stop and we'll have a bit of a chat for 10 minutes. I think we'll have a bit of a breather, and we'll see where we are, and we can have some back and forth and let everyone catch up, and that'll be good. So for this next stage, we need C1. So again, this should be base now, I believe, that we're building. It is. So C1 is our large base piece. So let me just get this off the board. This is C1 here. He will have the best time ever. Scott. He will, Peter. I'm so happy we're able to get tickets because they sell really fast. I mean, I was amazed how quickly those tickets sold, because even though it's a big event, it's not like a WrestleMania or anything like that, but the tickets were going so fast that the second they went on sale, I mean, the speed they went was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And we wanted to go to one in Birmingham because it was going to be easier, I think. And we got them, so really happy with it, really, really happy. Are you building along, Veronica? I see you're watching us. Are you building with us, or are you just watching? Cornwall Kev, I'm doing some fibre optic cable installation on my Titanic engine room for lighting to make it a bit more realistic when finished. I will email you some photos, if that's okay. Sounds great, Kev. I'd love to see it. I really would. I love seeing modifications. Now, I get asked, one of the things I get asked quite a lot is why don't I modify my models? Well, I do. I mean, the truth is I do modify my models, but not whilst I'm building them. Because of my channel, what I want to do is I want to make sure that everybody that watches the channel can do it. I don't want anybody thinking, well, I don't know how to do that. That's not what my skill level is. So everything I build on my channel, I build stock. So I don't do any modifications at all until it's built. Because when I first started modeling, I'd be bewildered. I'd see these people doing things. Well, I don't know how to do that, and I didn't have the skill set to do it. So I found it quite intimidating. So I wanted to offer something that wasn't that. I wanted to offer my channel where anybody can watch it for any level at all, and they know what they're doing. You know, they can get involved and they can build along. So the uber advanced can do what they need to do, and the newcomers can also have somewhere to go as well. And that was important to me. That was really important to me. So I think we've achieved that. I think we've got a nice kind of balance on the channel of exactly where we need to be. Right, so that's that one in. C10 and C9. So this will be C10. So C10 is going to slot in over here. We'll pop that one in there. And we have C9, which is going to pop in here. Everyone says, I'm just watching. I built a while ago. Oh, that's good. That's good. Peter, I modded the light in the Eddie Starbuck cab and cab headboard light. Really nice, Pete. I've heard there's no lighting on the trailer. Is that correct? Because I can remember seeing all the ads for it. It definitely had lighting on it. It's a bit of a shame if at the 11th hour it's now not there. But that's what I'd heard. I'd heard that the actual the trailer's got no lighting on it, which surprised me. I thought, well, I'd be really annoyed by that. But it happens. I mean, it happens all the time. We're expecting certain things on models, and then they don't come out. I mean, that's their disclaimer with a subject to change. You know, we're all at mercy to subject to change, and that's always the way it is. So that is that one. That's how we're now looking. So on our baseboards, that's how we should now be looking. So it is right. Oh, Pete, that's really bad. That's really bad. I would imagine it's moddable though, right? Surely that can be modded. But that's bloody naughty on their part, because in all the marketing, I remember seeing in all the marketing that definitely those trailer lights lit up 100%. I remember the brake lights coming on and going off. So that's really naughty. That's not good. Right. So that's stage 4 complete. So we've done stages 1, 2, 3, and 4. We've got how many stages in total? Entirely too many. It's the stage 9 just keeps going. So I think what we'll do, I think we'll have it's 10 past 9 now. I think we'll have a bit of a stop, we'll have a bit of a chat, we'll have a bit of a catch up, and then we'll crack back on with the build and see if we can get this bad boy done by midnight. So I'm just going to switch cameras over, and then I'll be right back with you. There I am. There's my beautiful face. Yeah, you're right, Pete. I do need a second camera, but again, I don't do this regular. I don't live stream, so I've never really had the need for multiple cameras. One camera's been enough up to now. Now I'm wishing I had 3 or 4 cameras, to be honest with you. But that's the way it is. So how are we all doing? Yeah, are you doing good on your models? I hope you are. This is where we're up to so far. So we should have, at this point, if you're building along, you should have your base now made, which was simple enough. So we should have those there. You should have the top of our turret there. We should have our 6 spires, and we should also have the beginnings of our roof piece. I hope that's where you've got to. That's where I've got to. I think it's time for a well-earned refreshment. Lovely. So how are you all doing it? Are you all getting on with your models? Are you all, is anybody behind or anything? Are you, because I don't want, like I said, I don't want to burn ahead and have someone going, look, I'm nowhere bloody near where you are. So this is why we can have these breaks and these pauses. I mean, it's like I said, it's nothing overly complicated, but if you snap a piece, all of a sudden you'll find that your work rate slows down significantly as you're trying to fix it. Again, let's use the big hand. Yeah, Pete, I definitely need to get a second camera. I was gonna webcam it through my laptop, but thought better of it. Now I kind of regret thinking better of it, if I'm honest with you. Sheldon, I'm glad I started as I'm not very fast. Smoke break, yeah. Again, Sheldon, this is what I mean. So this is why we're going to have these breaks, because I don't want anyone trying to rush to catch up. I don't want that at all. So there will be breaks. So go at your own pace, and we will, we'll get to where we need to be. There is a smoke break. Again, this is something I never do on the channel, but we're live, so I do vape. So I am vaping. It's not very professional of me, but it's New Year's Eve. Leave me alone. I'm partying. So we got Veronica built the Eiffel Tower. Wow. Quick question. Every video I watch, it always boasts about I can't tell who it is. Your Simpsons characters behind you. I know it's Homer and Nelson, but the third one I cannot make out. It is Otto. It's Otto. So right. So funny enough, the characters you can see behind me. When I was 18 years old, I managed a Burger King. And it was a promotion for The Simpsons. So there is a Homer behind me where he's wearing the Mau, the flowery dress. That one was rare as hell. So in every box of 80 toys, there was one of those. So I had a bunch of them. So that's what that is. So it's Otto, Nelson, and Homer in the Mau dress. Ken's doing all right. So getting there is a little slow. Yeah, you'll be all right. There's no, you'll be all right. We're not going to rush. As I said, just honestly take your time. We've got plenty of time. We've got until midnight. At midnight, I do turn into a pumpkin. So I'll give you, I turn back into a pumpkin at midnight. That's what happens. But look, there's no, if we're not done by midnight, we'll keep going. But it's all right. We'll stick around, and this is it. So it's going to be, I've got nowhere to go, nothing to do. I'm all dressed up with nowhere to go. So there's no rush. We're going, as I said, this is going to be nice, chilled, and relaxed. This isn't a, now do this, now do this. If anything goes too fast, just say, literally put in, can we slow up a bit? And I'll slow up, it's fine. And I'm sure everyone else is all right as well. This is what we're here for, We're here to help each other out. So it's all good. So don't rush. Anyone who's panicking, don't panic. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. Scott has got you. Yeah, the Simpsons toys sold really fast at Burger King. I kind of wish there was a bunch of toys that were at Burger King when I was there that I really wish I had and I didn't, because they were withdrawn from sale because various things happened. So one of them was the Silver Surfer. We did Marvel toys, and there was a Silver Surfer that had a magnetic sort of field, so it looked like he was floating, and it got withdrawn because the paint on it was revealed to be toxic. So it never actually went out to the public. So the only ones we had were the samples that came in, and the guy I worked with nicked it. And I wish to God I had that, because I would imagine it's worth a lot of money now. The other ones we have are the Universal monsters. They're the classic monsters of Frankenstein, Wolfman, Dracula, and the Creature in the Black Lagoon. I've still got Creature in the Black Lagoon, but they're worth a bloody fortune now. They go for stupid money. And I think, God, I could have had a whole set of those, and I didn't. But it's what it is. I feel rushed to buy the Lego sets since Lego retires them. I don't want to pay exorbitant. Oh, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So Lego, bizarrely, if you go into a toy store, if you went into a toy store today, you'll see that the Lego shelves are pretty much empty, because that's what happened with us. We went in to get the Sanctum, and the shelves were empty because January the 1st is like new Lego day. And all of a sudden they fill up the shelves with all the new kits. So you get a lot on there. So tomorrow, if you go into any toy store, there will just be an absolute ton of new kits on there. So the new modular is going to be there. There's a bunch of new Marvel ones. So there's an X-Men jet. There's a buildable rocket raccoon. There's a lot. And then there's Jurassic Park sets. There's new Star Wars sets launched tomorrow. So January the 1st, there was an absolute ton of new Lego appears in stores. But it will be around about a year. Just a small company the Big Ben model is made from, but Roker, it's R-O-K-R, Roker, also Row Life, same company, they just have different offshoots. Oh no, how much have I missed? Beans watching a blank screen. Heather, not lots, Heather, you have not missed a lot. I promise you haven't missed a lot. We are on stage 4, so you do have time to catch up, because we're on a break at the moment. So you really haven't missed much at all, I promise you. We're up to stage 4. So all we've done so far is we have our base here, we have our little tower here, and we have our roof sections here. That's it. That's all we've done. So you've got time. You're not far behind. You've still got time to catch up, because we will be having another break after we've done a bit more. So you will catch up. We're not going to burn through without you. I'll be here for you to the end. So you'll be all right. We'll all get this done together. So you haven't got time to catch up. We haven't done loads. We really haven't. So stage 4 is where we got up to. We're going to have a break for about another 5 minutes. So if you crack on, you'll catch up with us in no time at all. I promise you, my love. Maybe, but could you say who it is and how to obtain it, please? I'm interested in getting. Yeah, so you can get them from Amazon. Cornwall Curve. Amazon is where you can get one of these from, and they cost around about. It depends what day you get it. This is the strangest thing. So these things, the price fluctuates on these massively. 15 quid is about the top end, right? I wouldn't pay more than 15 quid, but you can sometimes get these for as low as 8 or 9 quid. So just keep an eye on it. And when you see it at a price you're happy with, jump on it. But they've got lots of nice little ones they do. So it's not just this one. They do some really nice musical instrument ones as well. There's a really nice drum kit that they do. They do a Fender Stratocaster that's really nice. There's a little vintage car. They do some lovely ones. And then for landmarks, also in this kind of range, they do Tower Bridge as well. So there's a light up Tower Bridge. They do the Arc de Triomphe. There's a pagoda. They do some really nice ones, really nice ones. So they're worth looking for. And also my best advice I can give you on Roker and Row Life models, keep an eye on Amazon, right? Seriously, put one in your shopping basket and don't check out. You'll find yourself getting a message from Amazon saying this has dropped by 20%. And honestly, you can get some huge savings on some of these, absolutely massive savings. So it's always worth keeping your eye on them. And they will drop to a price where you want them to be. I've wanted the pinball machine forever. So they do a pinball machine, a very expensive one. But I'm holding out. I'm convinced at some point I'm going to get it for around 70 quid rather than 120. Just going to ask, how is Ecto doing? Ecto's doing great. He's doing really well, because we were terrified. We were absolutely, honestly, it was horrible. I thought the thought of having to tell the kids that something awful happened on Christmas Day was just horrifying. But he's doing really, really well. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad as they thought it was. They thought it was a blocked, like a bladder, but it wasn't, thankfully. So he's doing really, really well. He's taking his medication well, and he's perked up no end. And we spoiled him rotten. We've bought him a massive new cat tree, but he's doing really good. Thank you, Luke. I have so many Woodkit fairground rides to build my Blackpool area. Yeah, they're really nice, Pete. They're really, really nice. And apparently, I don't know if you saw this or not, Peter, but they did say that they are going to release the drop tower, the fabled drop tower. So they released 4 fairground sets. They did the parachute drop, they did the tilt-a-whirl, and they did the teacups. I think that's right. Oh, the swing ride. But there was a 4th that never got released, and it was a drop tower, and it was stunning. I saw it working, and the arm would come down. It would catch the cradle, take it up, let go, and it would break as well, like a proper drop ride. And they said it was too complicated and never got released. Well, they have said that in 2024 is being released, so that's going to be a good one. That's got to go in your layout there, Pete. I do normally sand. I sound a little rigid. I do normally, but for the sake of this one, I'm not. So I just want to make sure it gets done at speed. And there's bits and dudes. Hi, Andy. Thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you as well. We're just having a break. For those of you that just jumped in, we're just having a break. We've built our first bits. We're having a break and a beer and a vape. And just letting others catch up to where we are. But we're going to get going again in a minute. It's going well, though, I think. But no, with regards to sanding, yes, normally I do sand. I sand everything, but for the sake of the stream, I'm just getting these done. So that's where we are. But if you want to sand, I mean, you don't have to go mental with them. I mean, particularly with these ones, you tend to get little sprue pieces come off the top of there. So just grab, and it's off. So yeah, you tend to find with the fit it helps a lot better. But I do normally, I sand like there's no tomorrow, and particularly on the working ones, I'm a stickler for waxing my gears. So the amount of people that don't wax and then complain that their gears are sticking or aren't working properly, it's like, well, did you wax your gears? And they're like, no. I'm like, oh, there you go. So it's it's wax your gears, people, wax your gears. We don't have to use wax on this one, I don't think. But if anything is a bit sticky and won't go in right, we will look at waxing stuff. Right. Kenneth from Atlanta, Georgia. Hello to you, sir. We are ahead of you by, I think, at least 5 hours. So we live in the future. So when the clock strikes midnight, if anything terrible happens, we can let you know. You can brace for it. I'm doing fantastic. Enjoy my day. Off till Tuesday afternoon. They can't complain about that. That's lovely. I'm back on Tuesday morning. I'm not looking forward to that. PTFE spray for gears. Yeah, good idea, Pete. Really good idea. Anything that makes them move smoothly. I started today. I'm building a printing press from Roker. It's lovely, but the amount of gears in it is ridiculous. So you definitely need something the weight of a gear lubricant, 100%. Otherwise, it's just not going to work properly. It just isn't. It will stick. Like there's no tomorrow. I can see it happening. So it's a necessary evil. It's not fun. It's boring. Sitting there waxing gears is boring. It is. But the reality of it is, I've never had a problem with the mechanism ever, not once, because I wax my gears. So I see other people that got these kind of jerky motions. It's like, you didn't wax that, did you? And so there you go. Ken's been off for a week for New Year's and Christmas. That's lovely. That's really nice. I had 10 days off in total, so I've been spoiled. I'm off tomorrow, and then Tuesday I'm back to the mayhem. And January, oh, I don't like January. January for me is like a month of Mondays. It really is. It's a rough one. It is mine and my wife's anniversary. Anniversary of when we met in January, and it will be 26 years. I've got a boy. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Are you doing okay?
I'm doing okay. Well, you're live to the world at the moment, mate.
Hello.
They can't see you, they can hear you though.
Wow, my voice is amazing.
Yeah, how can I help you?
This is Riddler Trophy. I can't get it. It's really hard.
I can't help you, mate, because
Can you help me later, love?
I'll help you later on, but right now I'd have to tell all the people watching that they've got to wait whilst I'm going to help you do some of a video game, and that's not going to go down very well. Okay, mate?
Sorry.
I'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
He needs help with the Riddler trophy on Arkham Asylum. He's going to have to wait. Right, I'm going to move the camera over and we'll go back to our build. There we go. Yeah, I definitely need a second camera. Okay. Straighten up. Let's get back to our build. Does anyone know where I can get a case for the Ecto one? Because I've tried everyone, had no luck. Jamie, yes, I will be getting cases for Ecto one for everybody who wants one. The company that have done it for me are friends of mine that want to get into this. They have got an eBay store coming very, very, very soon. So in January, they will have an eBay store where you can go in and you can get pretty much any case for whatever you want. They are beautiful cases. There is one up on my channel where you can see pictures of it. They're lovely. They're really nice. They have been delayed because they've been very busy toward the end of the year, but all the details of that will be coming in January. So you will be able to get an Ecto one case, and they are absolutely lovely. Right, back to our build, ladies and gentlemen. Let's eyes down, looking in. We are now on stage 5, where we are starting to build the clock faces. So we need parts B1, B14, and B13. So those are all on our B board. So where are we? B. So we need B1, that's a clock face. We need a single one of those. So that is this piece here. And then we need B14 and B13. So B13 is this piece here. And B14 is this piece here. Yeah, Jamie, they're really nice. The cases are absolutely they're stunning, and I don't know what I can and can't tell you. I've got to confirm it, but the company that making the cases also make cases for somebody incredibly famous. What can I tell you without telling you? Because I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you or not. I'll have to ask them. But they make cases for someone very, very, very famous for putting things inside acrylic cases. So think about that. Unusual things in very large display cases. That's who they make things for. I think I've got away with not actually saying too much there, but I'm hoping you get what I'm saying. Right, so this is what we're doing with this one. This one here is going to slot into there like so. There we go. And then this one is going to go in the slots above it. So yeah, you get an idea of the quality of the cases if they're being used by, yeah. You've seen one of these cases before, you just don't know you have, but they're beautiful. Okay, so now we need another B1, so we're going to put another clock face on the back of this one. So we're going to take a B1 off the board. So B1 is going to go behind the opposite clock face. So this is how we're going to go. that one there. Whoop. There we go. And again, it's not a push, it's a squeeze. So you're going to squeeze, and there you go. So you're going to look like that. So that's how your case should now be looking. Okay, so B2s are next. We need 2 B2s, and by process of elimination, I'm sure you can guess exactly what we're doing with them, because those are the next clock faces. So we're going to put a B2 in here. Like so. So yeah, where this came about from was I was talking to them, and they sort of mentioned the cases that they did. And I said, "Oh, you know what?" And I told them the whole sorry story of Eagle Moss. And I said, I'm pissed right off. I said, because I was supposed to get this lovely display case for a model that's about to finish, and now I'm not getting one. And so I'm really annoyed by it. And he sort of mentioned that he makes display cases. And I was like, So we had a very nerdy talk about display cases. And I sort of mentioned our kind of, our world. But I said, it'd be really nice if some company just offered them that you could just go on a website, and whatever model it was you built, whether it was Iron Man or the Gauntlet or the Route Master, you just type it in, here's the case. Not can you make one of these, and it's the exact case and it fits. And they've said, we can do that, and they're very interested, and that's exactly what they're planning on doing. Hello, Figurecraft. Thank you. Have a happy new year yourself. Good to see you. Okay, so that is the starts of our Big Ben clock face completed. That is stage 5, nearly done. All we have now is to put some support pins in, and those are the B26s. There are 4 of these. Those are on the bottom right corner of your board. So all 4 of those are going to come out. I've just managed to drop one. Don't be like Scott. Don't drop your pins, because honestly, my wife says, there you go, some behind the scenes for you. My wife says to me about, your room looks really nice in the videos. If only people could see the floor. You'll never see the floor, believe me. The floor is, I can barely see the floor. The floor is atrocious. Honestly, it's an embarrassment. So on the rare occasions I do have visitors to the build room, I have to have a full tidy up, because it's bloody atrocious. So these are where these are going to go. So in the corners, we're going to pop these pins in. Let's make sure these are the right way around. Yeah, honestly, it's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. My floor is just covered in empty hachette boxes and bags and old instructions. It's ridiculous. Is the bottom of your Titanic plastic or metal? The bottom of my Titanic is metal and plastic. So this one panicked a lot of people. The actual keel piece is metal, but the inside of it, it's a plastic piece with a metal skin. So the outer part of it is definitely metal. The underneath of it is metal. I tried that because I tried running magnets and whatnot along it to make sure it actually was. And it is. So it is 100% metal, but inside there's a plastic piece. And the reason why there's a plastic piece is because that's what we're going to screw the engine room to. So it is 100% metal. When I've been building mirrors, I find a screw. Oh, Pete, I'm honestly, if I ran a magnet over the carpet in this room, I'm fairly sure I'd pull up at least 50 or 60 screws easily. When we moved from the old build room, it's all I kept finding, just loads of screws. I'm like, oh, I'll keep that. It might be useful. I'll keep that. It might be useful. Thousands of them. So there we are. So those are our 4 pins in. So that is how you now should be looking on your Big Ben if you are building along and you are where we are. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some extenders to this, and these are B10s and B9s. So don't punch them all out. Just take out the B9s to begin with. So punch out your B9s, and we'll start with the B9s. So B9s, B9 1 there, B9 2 there. And we're going to pop these in first. So we put this one in here. Now be careful with these ones, because if anything's going to snap, it's going to be these, because these feel a little fragile. So again, it's not a push, it's a press. So you sort of get these so they're lined up the hole, and then just it's pressure and they'll go in. If you push against it, you run the risk of snapping it. So you just get it where it is, and then it's almost like a squeeze. You'll feel it, in it goes. So that's how we're looking there. And now we're going to put our B10s in. And these are almost the same. They just don't have the indentation on top. I got my IXO full kit of the Nissan GTR 35 and so the IXO collection full kit of the Volvo Amazon. Nice. That sounds really good, Ken. That sounds awesome. I'd like the idea. See, I've never had one, but one of those IXO kits in full, that's got to be nice, man. That's got to be swimming in bloody chocolate, just building that in one sitting. I saw that the Eiffel Tower they do. That looks brutal. It looks amazing, but building it looks crazy, man. I'd like the challenge, but I don't know. See, because my kid is obsessed with France at the moment. He went to France earlier this year, and he never shuts up about it. So it's but it's cute. So he's he's going again. So we're sending him to France again next year with the school. They're going to see the battle sites of World War One. So that'll be good. And yeah, he can't wait. But to build an Eiffel Tower, I think would be really good. Mark Hobbes, hi Scott, so I'm late, just finished. Well, that's cool, Mark. That's no problem at all. We're gonna have breaks, so if you are joining with us, you can catch up. I'm sure you can. Veronica, I'm also building the doll's house. Can't wait to see what it is. I'm behind on the doll's house, Veronica. I really am, and it's because just Christmas got in the way. But that will be coming up very soon. I've got like 5 of those to build. So yeah, it is what it is. I wish I could find someone interested in building the Titanic. I'm selling my 840 from arrange to forward next pack starts payments. But Pete, I'll build it for you if you want, mate. If you need it built, I'm happy to do it for you. If you want it done, because it breaks my heart that you're not going to get your Titanic. So if you need someone to do it for you, Pete, I will do it for you, mate. It's up to you. But if you do find a seller, great. But again, it breaks my heart that someone's not going to get a lovely Titanic model. So if you want to, mate, I will do it for you. It's choice is yours. Got the Nissan GTR 35 done. I have to wait 2 weeks for that XO collection. Send me a replacement stage 62 because the key fob didn't. Oh no, that's terrible. I'm on stage 11 of the Volvo Amazon 12. That's annoying. But at least they're sending it. I mean, that's good. At least they're sending it out to you. At least they're not messing you around or nothing. You are getting one. It's just bloody annoying when you get to a part like that and all of a sudden something isn't working. I've been there, mate. Right, so the next thing we need is B8, B21, and B22. So this is B8. This is B22. And this is B21. There we go. Now this is building the top of Big Ben, so this is where we're going to start to get pointy. Now I know because people have said to me multiple times, now Big Ben's the bell, not the clock. Yes, I know, but language changes, doesn't it? So we all know. But if someone said to you in London, "Where's Big Ben?" you wouldn't say, "What the bell?" You know what they were talking about, right? So I know it's the clock of Westminster and whatnot, but it's Big Bloody Ben. That's what it is. So we're going to get this one in. That's a little snug. Right, pull those ones out. I'm currently on Titanic core model shipment 15 issues 81 to 86 on the side and went on a huge box probably. You are. For that one, that will be a very big box. I was thinking of buying the full Routemaster kit. Yeah, definitely, Pete. That would be, honestly, do you know what? Of all the models I've built, the Routemaster was the most relaxing. I wouldn't say the most fun, I wouldn't say the most complicated, I'd say, but relaxing. It was, honestly, it was so nice having those big boxes turn up from Agora each month and build, because that's who I built it through. and it was so nice. Even there was a couple of issues that people complained about, like there's one where you've got to put the roof on and you have to line up all the poles. I didn't find it that bad. Again, I found it quite therapeutic. And building all the little chairs, I enjoyed it. So that is how we are now looking on our top of Big Ben. Now I believe we're going to put some roof pieces on here. So let's have a look. We need 2 B6s. So let's get those ones off. These are on the top right corner of your B board. So that's these here. Okay, so we're going to install those. Yep, right. So on this side, so we'll put one there. And we're going to put one over here. Like so. Love to see it, Vega Craft. You got new work on the Titanic. I love seeing people's work on their Titanics. I really do, because again, I'm not doing any modifications to mine at all. I'm building mine stock until it's finished. At the end, maybe some pieces on it, but for the sake of the channel, I do build everything stock, and then after I can go back and have a look what I want to do. So we got these 2 more pieces to go on. Yeah, so I mean, I've seen some amazing modifications on the Titanic, but at the same time, I've also seen some bloody awful modifications on the Titanic. The one thing, I mean, I wouldn't do is start smacking holes in it just yet. The speed people started taking drills to their Titanics was remarkable. I'm like, let's wait and see before we start drilling holes in this. Let's wait and see that we don't need holes in this. So it is what it is. I mean, people's own models, they can do what they want, but yeah, people went very quick with the Dremel on the Titanic. The VW Samba's gorgeous, Pete. I think it's really nice. It's one of those ones where I kind of wish I'd done. At the time, it didn't really enter my mind to do it, and I just thought, meh. And then when I started seeing them built, I got model envy like there was no tomorrow. I'm just like, I really, really want that Samba. It's a gorgeous model. It's really nice. The Fanhole Model Village, Kenneth, is gorgeous. It's really nice. I just did the Apothecary from them, and that was stunning. That was really nice. And they're sending me in January. They're sending me the guardhouse. It's really nice. It's got a little thing of boiling oil and flames, and really, really nice. You have an unveiling party of your Titanic, Lee? Absolutely. I mean, she is a grand old ship and definitely deserves it. So it's yeah. I mean, I can't wait to show my kids the steam function. I can't wait to fire the steam out of the top. Okay, so back to Big Ben. So what we're going to do is, this is where we are now. We are going to take this section here that we built first, and that is going to attach to the top. So we're going to slot that one in. And there we have it. So we're looking good now. Now there's still more to go on this, more detailing, but we're looking good. And that brings us to the end of page 1. So we have got stages 1 through 5 now complete. We're doing all right, aren't we? Okay, stage number 6, we're going to start building up the tower. So we'll do stage 6, then we'll have a break in another chat. Sound good? I agree, Pete. It looks incredible. I think it looks so nice, and I know there were certain sections of it where there wasn't loads to do, but that's the same with every part work. I've never understood the complaint, well, there's not much to do. It's part works. That's the nature of it. That's the nature of it. If you want loads to do, part works ain't for you, really. I mean, you need to, it's just the way it is. So on this one, we need B3. So this is our first tower section. So that's that piece there. Do you think you would do the steampunk blimp? I really want to do it, Sheldon, but I don't know. Possibly. I've built that many steampunk sets. I'm running out of space for my little steampunk world, and I know what else is coming, and I know what else they want me to do. So it's whether or not I can fit the I can fit the blimp in anywhere because space is becoming an issue when it comes to Lego. So I do really want to do the blimp. I also saw somebody do an amazing job of lighting that blimp, where they use cotton wool to create like a cloud, and they run an LED strip through it, and it looks incredible. It looks absolutely amazing. When I first heard what they were doing, I thought, but it actually looks incredible. So the other thing we know our first paper element on this. So F, if you're wondering where F is our paper. So we need F6. Now these are numbered. They are bloody hard to see if you've got old eyes like mine. But be very careful when you pull these out. You don't want to tear it. But we're going to loosen this one out here. Now this creates a very lovely effect when you light this one up, because it takes all of the kind of glare out of the model, and it leaves you with a very, very nice glow instead. So that's going to go over there like that. I'm going to hold this in with some pins. I'm going to hold this in with some B17 pins. So let's find those. And we use three of these to hold it in. Let's find out where these go. Around. Yes, yes, yes. I'm putting 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Nice and easy, right? Just put a bottom one in first. Yeah, that Samba's gorgeous. Do you get the surfboard with it, Pete, with the Samba? Or is that an extra? Because I think that makes it pop as well. That's the suitcase and the little surfboard on top. Just brings it to life. I like things like that because it makes the models real somehow. You know, it gives it kind of personality. It gives it almost like a backstory. I always like that. But I know it had the one I saw had a surfboard on top of it. And I saw somebody who modded it. They had a little guitar in the back and things, and it just looked amazing. Okay, so that's that one done. So those pins are holding in that paper now. And this will create a very nice light flow. It turns into a glow. I tried to get the model to build with you all, but the entire family got flu and I couldn't get it. Oh, mate, that's not good. I'm sorry to hear that. Bloody Christmas. I said this to my wife. It was like the week before Christmas. We all got ill. And I'm sniveling. Oscar got tonsillitis. It was miserable. And I was really annoyed. And I said to her, why does this happen every bloody year? And we had to look at it and go, you know what? It's not just us. It's a lot of people this happens to. And I said, I get it, but that doesn't make it any better, does it? You know? So it's yeah, it sucks that we all get ill at Christmas. I don't know. It's a cruel trick, that one, I think. Right, so we're going to turn this one over, and we need a B25. So B25 is going to hold this in at the top. B25, where are you? There you are. Bottom right hand corner, if you're looking. Okay, so B25. This is like an angled pin. Yeah, illness at Christmas. I don't know what it's about, but it's the worst. And then we're always surprised when it happens. The amount of times this happened to us, my wife sort of pointed out, she said, why are you acting shocked like this, Scott? And she said, do you remember the year this happened? Do you remember the year this happened? Do you remember the year we had, oh, that was the worst. We had tickets to go and see Marvel live at the NEC. The kids were really looking forward to it. The NIA, sorry. Kids were really looking forward to it. And we all got norovirus, like really bad. So all of us, Christmas Day night, just started throwing up, all of us. And our tickets to go see the show were like the 29th. And I'm thinking, right, we got 3 days to just throw up as much as we can, because these tickets have cost us a fortune and we're going. But we were all right. Then we were okay, and we just kind of absolutely doused ourselves in sanitizer. And yeah, it was touch and go. But I had bags in my pockets at this Marvel show. I had a bunch of bags in my pockets just in case anyone was going to throw up. But we were all right, thankfully. You get the accessories and the wood roof at last pack. I'm fitting the roof and putting the chassis into the boat. Nice, excellent. I think it looks gorgeous. I think the surfboard and whatnot, again, it brings it to life. It stops it from being like a car showroom piece to a lived piece. And I think there's so much you could do with one of those Sambas as well. The amount of modification and different paint jobs and colorways you could do with it, I think, would be absolutely remarkable. Okay, we now need 4 B7s. So this is the right-hand side of your B board. So this is 4 of these. So let's have 4 of these out. I'm going to try not to drop these on the floor because, as I said, if they are, the carpet monster is going to get them, and we'll never see them again. But yeah, I mean, again, that's something it's my deep shame that Building with the Boys does have a carpet monster that lives in his room, and anything that goes down there is devoured by the carpet monster, never to be seen again. So I've lost everything from screws to the weirdest one I ever had was I lost a button from the Ecto 1 for the radio. It just pinged off into carpet monster claimed it. I said, son of a bitch. A year later, now, bear in mind, I do Hoover, so it had been vacuumed, but a year later, I opened a drawer and there was a roll of tape, and the button somehow had fallen through the tiniest crack in the drawer and landed on the tape, and it was just sat there on the tape. And I'm like, that's incredible. It's a miracle. I picked it up very gently, took it to the Ecto 1, opened the door of the Ecto 1, went to put on the radio, ping, fired it away, landed right back on the carpet again. It was a nightmare. But amazingly, I did find it. But yeah, there is the carpet monster here. That's it. If it hits the floor, he's like, mine. So it's it's terrible. So that's how we're looking on this one now. We've got those parts in at the top. The deep shame of the carpet monster. He is a hungry monster. How much you feed him, it's never enough. Yeah, he is a hungry beast. Okay, we're going to do number 7 as well now. So it's pretty much the same again. So 7 is a B4, and we're adding more of the paper element to it. So we're going to take a B4 out here. That's that one there. The plus front challenge all the hinge sets for the windows. My struggle. Yeah, I mean, but it's nice to have those windows, though. I think because they're sought after amongst the kind of Samba enthusiasts. That's the ultimate. Those little hinged windows are the pinnacle. If they don't have those, they're not interested. So they are the ultimate. Those windows, the hinged windows. We need B5, 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 F5. Sorry, there we go. There's F5. B3 is ×2, Mark. You're completely right. You are completely right. You're completely right. Oh dear. Well, Mark's just saved us there. So it is ×2, and then this one's going to be ×2 as well. So what we'll do, we'll do it. Okay, we'll do this one again. All right. Nice one, Mark. Well caught. Right, so let's do the second one of these. So it's another B4. There we are. Okie doke. Same again. Right, so let's get our paper off. Well caught, Mark. You are a lifesaver, mate. Because I was looking down confused, thinking, I'm sure there's a ×2 right at the end. Right, so this one flip round. There we go. It's exactly like Figurecraft. It eats and says I didn't do that. Bloody carpet monsters. No one believes it though. Where's my show? Where's my, I need a thing like Finding Bigfoot, but Finding Carpet Monster. And we can hunt the carpet monster together on the channel. And we can see if we can catch it. That show Finding Bigfoot cracks me up, right? Because they made 11 seasons of that. They found as many Bigfoot on Finding Bigfoot as the cast of EastEnders did on EastEnders. That show should have been called Not Finding Bigfoot. Because it's So the cast of EastEnders found as many Bigfoot as the cast of Finding Bigfoot did. But yeah, Finding Carpet Monster. That's our next show. We'll talk to Netflix. I'll see what we can do. Finding Carpet Monster comes from Bill and the Boys. And then when we get him, we can choke a load of little screws out of him. Okay, so there's that one there. Wrong piece. Let's go pull the other piece off. Come on, Scott, get it together. Right. There we go. That's going to go on there like so. There we are. Happy New Year, Terry. Thank you for stopping by. It was lovely to see you. We will see you in the new year. A laminate monster, yeah, 100%. 100%. I've got multiple monsters in my house. I've got a drawer monster as well because, and I think it likes batteries. I was looking earlier for AAA batteries. And I'm like, I know I bought a pack of like 20 AAA batteries. Sorry, couldn't find a single one, not one. Right? And I'm like, I know I haven't put them in anything. So where the bloody hell are they? So yeah, I've definitely got I've got a battery monster as well. But I honestly, through modeling, the amount of batches I go through is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's insane. Right, so that's those two done. Let's move on to the other ones now. And it is same again. So it's the same sort of style thing that we're doing. So we're literally putting one of these down and then we're locking it in place. So that's that one there. And we're going to lock it in with B17s again. How's everyone doing on their models? Are you keeping up? We're not going too fast for you. There's probably a bunch of you that jumped way ahead of where I am. But again, I'm trying to keep a nice pace. I'm trying not to burn through. I'm trying to keep it nice and sort of smooth. I don't want to burn through on leaving anyone in the dust or confused or missed out. Okay, let's that one in. Excellent. Good to hear it, Alan. So that one up there. Okay, that's that one. Now we're going to do another one of those, and that's be all four sides of our tower. Yeah. So we'll take out our paper element again, same again. Now I remember there's a bit in this where we have to insert these dowels, and it being a bit of a bugger. So I might be wrong, but I can remember it being an incredibly snug fit, and I was panicked about snapping it at one point. I'm hoping I remember that incorrectly. But if it is, well, we'll come to that. But the problem is, the Budweiser might have had an effect on my ability to push the dowel in. We'll see. I mean, I've only had like half of one, so I don't think it'll be too bad. Let's put this other pin in. Yeah, I would imagine that train's got a lot to it, mate, and they're deceptive. You see these little Roker boxes, and you think, well, there can't be much doing that. And you're like, my God, and some of them, days. Like those little row life rooms. If you've seen the little row life rooms I've made, not the book nooks, the rooms can take you honestly 3-4 days to do one of those easily, and they look like there's nothing to them. There's a lot to them. So we'll put the detail on all these as well. So let's get all that done. So we need the B25. So we need one each on the 3 walls I've just built. So let's make those and those. Let me just pop these on. So the kids, I'm letting stay up for New Year's because it's that kind of the one day of the year they can stay up late. And I can hear them up to all kinds of shenanigans downstairs. So it's a oh, hey, Airbrush Makeup Girl. How's Mitley and everyone coming along? I'll be checking in again soon. We're an hour ahead of you here. It's almost 11 now. Wow. So you're going to be seeing the new year before us. Well, let us know, because you're in the future from us. Let us know if anything awful happens at midnight, so we can brace ourselves for it. Do you know what? One of the funniest things I ever saw was I was in London on New Year's Eve 1999, right? And there was guys praying. They were convinced it was the end of days, at the stroke of midnight, that was going to be it. That was party over, that something terrible was going to happen. Planes were going to fall from the sky. Anyone old enough to remember this will know exactly what I'm talking about. There was this big terror that the evil millennium bug was going to, take over, or the rapture was going to happen. And they were screaming at us and telling us that we need to repent and whatnot. And then when the clock struck midnight, nothing happened. They all very slowly just slinked off into the crowd. We were like, where are you going? Where are you going? It just sort of disappeared. It was very funny. Hey, Lee, how are you? Okay, so you can hear fireworks going off. That has always bothered the hell out of me, right? If you're going to set fireworks off, wait till midnight, innit, it's so weird. It's like, it's 10 o'clock, quick, set the fireworks off. You're like, wait till midnight, man. Is that not what we're celebrating? Weird. Okay, so we're just putting these details in on here. And there. Yeah, there's nothing funnier than watching a druid with his Ender's Knife sign just skulk away into a crowd. And then we saw him later on get onto a tube, and it was like, oh, mate. It's part of what I like about Comic Cons, right? The funniest thing you'll ever see at Comic Cons is the car park, right? So if you're ever at Comic Con, go out in the car park and just watch the mundanity of people in cosplay, right? When they're in cosplay, they're walking around, they're all in character, and they're giving it a large. It looks wonderful, but there's something amazingly funny about watching cosplayers when they're just eating in like Subway or something like that. Right? It just looks so bizarre. Like I remember watching Obi-Wan Kenobi lock up his Nissan Sunny. It's really funny. Not quite the Millennium Falcon, is it? But there's just something really funny about that. I remember being on the bus as well. We were on the bus to the NEC for, it was a memorabilia show, and there was a guy dressed as Cloud from Final Fantasy, trying to find his change. There's just something really funny about the mundanity of life, but dressed as a Final Fantasy character. It's brilliant. Yeah, I think that's optimistic, Mark. To be honest with you, those I would imagine there's a lot to that locomotive kit. It's why I chose to do this one. I remember this one being fairly simple. I mean, this isn't easy by any means, but it's certainly not as complicated as some of the other ones they do. There's a lot of repetition. I mean, like right now, I'm just putting these detailings onto these signs. But you can see by the boards, anyone who's building along with this, you can see we haven't got loads left on these boards now. So you can see we will suddenly start to get this done. Will we be done by midnight? I don't know, but if we're not, I mean, it's not the end of the world. We can keep going. I think if we're not done by midnight, we'll be very nearly done by midnight. But we'll see. We might have to step our game up. But I think we're fine. We've got like 2 hours left to go. We're doing good. We've built quite a lot already, and it's looking nice, man. So this one, I mean, I build these when I started building these little wooden kits. I used to build them when there was sort of like a key life event. If I started a new job, when the kids started school, whatever it was, a birthday, I'd buy one of these kits so I can look at it and know what they were a moment in time. So I love the fact that I have this one on my shelf, and it will always remind me of this New Year's Eve when we did our first live stream together. I think that's a lovely thing. So there we have all 4 of these tower walls complete. Now we need B16, and we're going to start building the tower. So that makes me happy. because it looks like we're making progress, so that's good. So we're going to start with the, we're going to start with these ones. G's, they're calling them. This is the thing. Once you've built it, they then rename it to something else, which gets a little bit less confusing, but it'll be all right. All right, so G's are... Okay, so we'll put the G in here. So this lip to the outside, I'll put a first G in there. So that's going to go there. And then a second G is going to go in opposite. Going to go in there and there, like so. So the difference between G's and F's, they're calling them, is the holes. So there's no holes on the inside of the F's. So those are those there. Looking very nice indeed. Now I would imagine the next thing I'm going to do is F's. Bloody hell. Right, so there you go. Just got did that wrong. G's out. F's in. Thankfully, that's a very easy fix. Yeah, I got that wrong, completely wrong. Don't listen to me. Right, now we're going to put our G's in. So we're going to put our first G in there. There we go. And then our final G in. So we'll have all four of the tower pieces in. There we go, like so. Looking lovely. And now we need B15. So B15 is the largest piece you've got left on your B board, so that's quite easy to find. And that is going to fit on top of the tower. So I'm going to pop this in here. Once you find one, it will line up. And there is, I mean, again, it's wood, so it's malleable. So there is some give to this. It will move about if you need to. So don't worry if it's not going on first time. You just got to wiggle and find your sweet spot. Once you've got two of the pegs in, the other two will go in easy enough. But this is a bit of a wiggler, this one. Yeah, see, I'm having trouble finding the sweet spot here. But we'll get it. That's that one. That's that one. Yeah, I can't find the sweet spot. I'll get it though. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Right. Old eyes. Let's get this right in front of my face. Yeah, anyone else struggling with this bit? Happy New Year, Lee. Okay. Oh, my old eyes, man. Do you know, it was a year ago I found out I needed glasses, and it was everything was going fine. And then I realized that it was getting harder and harder for me to see things. I was wearing my modeling glasses to repair things, to put screws in and whatnot. And it dawned on me that it used to be for the tiny elements, like the funnel of the Titanic and things like that. That's what I used to use them for. And then I realized I was using them for every single screw. And that's when I probably should have gone to the optician, but didn't. I kidded myself that, oh, no, I'll be all right. There we go. So that's that one in. Yeah, I kidded myself it was going to be all right, but it really wasn't. Really wasn't. Figurecraft, thank you for stopping by, man. Happy New Year. It was really good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Paulie, yeah, it would have been good, man. If you'd done the Big Ben with us, it would have been good. But this, I mean, the stream will still be up. So I mean, if you need to sort of watch along, and there is already a Big Ben build on my channel. It's one of the very first things we ever did. It's one from, yeah, I think like 2 years ago. But this is one we wanted to do together. So that one's on. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to need 4 times B18s. So let's get those off. Right. So these are very, very, very bloody flimsy, people. So we're going to be very careful with these. Is everyone keeping up? Because I'm aware that that last part was a bit of a bugger to line up. So I don't want to jump ahead if anybody is still sort of behind. We'll let you catch up. We'll have a break in a minute. So everyone can kind of catch up and get to where they need to be. But these are where these are going to go. So we're going to pop one in here. So be careful with these ones because these feel really bloody flimsy. That's that one in. And then one on the opposing side. Okay, that's those 2 in. Now 2 more. And we'll have this one over there. There we go. So our tower is looking really rather lovely at this point. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Dowels. Now, as I said, I remember this being a sod. Last time I did this. So, now there are 2 different lengths of dowel. And I believe we are using we're using the longer, so 4 of the longer dowels. Happy New Year for New Zealand. I'm building my second book, not Big Ben, but enjoy watching and learn. Hi, Nicola, how are you? So it's already New Year's there. It's am I right in saying that in New Zealand you're already in 2024? Okay, so let's slot these through. Hopefully, this won't be a problem. Maybe this is somewhere we need wax. I don't know. So I'm going for the twist technique here, rather than just jam these through. Twist and push, twist and push, twist and push. Okay. That's one, right? Twist and push, people. This is how we're doing it. Twist and push. One of those is the Rogue Romantic Cards. I watched a video that you did a year ago. It was a quick. It was a quick video. Again, that was in my my rookie days. So I would have done a lot more, but at the time I didn't know what the bloody hell I was doing. Nicola, to be honest with you, oh sorry, Paulie, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. So it was just. It was in my very rookie days. But that was a year ago. So that's that one there. Yes, and we have sun. It was very rainy and hot last night for New Year. So Nicola, what do we have to expect from 2024? Do aliens invade or anything like that, or are we all right? Because you got the jump on us here. You're in the future. We're not. Have you got any tips from the future? Any lottery numbers or anything we could use? I'm not entirely sure that's how that works, but a man can dream. So the 3 of these towels in. Thank you, Paulie. I have. It was, I mean, my early videos, again, the kind of background of the channel was this is something the kids wanted to do. I never had any interest in doing this. I didn't. Not model building. I've always built models, but I had no interest in doing like social media. But my little boys wanted to do it. So during lockdown, that's how we got into it. So our early videos are very rookie, but they are what they are. And it's we fumbled through and found our way, and we're happy where we are. Okay, so this is our tower done. We've got our dowels in now. Now we're going to take our main tower of Big Ben, and that is going to fit on here. Again, find your sweet spot, and it's an ease and a push. There we go. We're so far away, no one bothers us, but we're looking good so far. How is availability of models over there, Nicola? I watched the thing ages ago, and I don't know if they're joking, but it was about how hard it was to get DVDs and things, that you always seem behind on movie releases and things like that. Was that true, or was that someone just messing about on YouTube? But if so, are you able to get partwork models and things like that quite easily, or is it a bit of a nightmare? So that's how we're looking. We're looking good. We're looking like we've got a Big Ben, aren't we, already here? This is looking really nice. So that is stage 8 complete. We started stage 9 a little bit. I think we'll have a break. I think we'll have a much needed beer and cigarette and Pringle break, and we'll have a bit of a chat. So let me switch the cameras out, and we will have a bit of a break. Right. Hey, how are you? I'm back. Right, let's get you on the correct stand. Yeah, I seriously need to get a second camera, because I just, like I said, I don't do this often enough to justify it. But that said, I'm actually quite enjoying this, so this might become a more regular thing. So if you're enjoying doing a live build, maybe we'll do some more, because I think it's quite fun. But oh, my old legs. See, these are things you don't see. I cut those out on normal videos. You won't see me going, oh, my old legs. It's edited, so I look like I'm a young dynamic thing that isn't got constant knee pain. But that's there you go. So now you've seen behind the scenes, you've seen behind the veil, you found out I'm just a middle-aged man. Right, so we're going to have a bit of a break. We're going to have a 5-minute break, just so everyone can catch up. I can drink some beer, and we can have a bit of a rest. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. So we've got the bulk of our Big Ben tower. That's looking lovely. We've got those 6 points we haven't used yet. We've got a base we haven't used yet, and we've got that piece of roof we haven't used yet. So let's have a look where we're going next. I believe we're doing LEDs next. We are. So we're going to start building more of the base frame. We're going to use the pole that goes in the middle to wrap the LEDs around it. And yeah, it's looking good. We're going to get there. If we're not going to get there, we're going to die trying. I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to get there. But it's we've got an hour and 45 minutes until the seminal moment. But we'll keep going. If we got to keep going, we'll keep going. Thirsty. It is thirsty work. Very new to this, but just managed to pick up 4 Row Life kits at our local department store. Hey, that's really good. Also, a couple online local stores of stock. Amazon is. That's really good, Nicola. That's fantastic that you can get them in a local store. Bizarrely, I keep seeing gardening centres over here. Garden stores seem to have Roka models. I don't know why. They've got. I can show you whilst we're. Can I? Or has Carpet Monster claimed it? No, I can show you. Sort of. Carpet Monster almost claimed this, the little bugger. I've been sent this by Roka to build on the channel. This is very kind of them. They sent this to us. So this is the brand new one. This is the latest one from Roka. It's a printing press. That's exactly what it sounds like. So it is battery operated. It's got lights and things, but it's exactly that. It's a printing press. So you can put your own plates in there and print business cards and little cards and all kinds of things. It's lovely. Last time me and my brother were drinking bubbles, he ended up being sick in a tent. Lovely. They should make a commercial. Oh, that's funny. Our local garden centre always has Roka models for sale. I thought it was a bit. It is weird. Why are garden centres selling these things? It's really strange. Now I know they do ones that are like, because I've got one. I've got a book nook that is like a greenhouse, and it's like a garden theme thing. Well, you think, all right, okay, but I've seen ones where they're selling like. You can get the Tommy gun, and I've seen that for sale in a garden centre. How odd is that? That's really weird. Yeah, I think there's something very strange about that. I don't know why garden centres are selling Roka models. It's bizarre, but if you're looking for one, it's a good place to look. A really good place. The strange thing about row life models, and the best advice I can give any of you, if you want to do any of the little rooms, get the smallest one you can get and start with that and see if you like that style of modeling. Because if you don't, you're gonna have a bad time. Because the thing that happens is everyone goes for the flower house, and it's like a greenhouse, and that is hands down the most complicated one to build by a mile, not just by a small margin. Really difficult to build, but it's the one everyone buys, and I don't know why. It's really strange. My local G&Ts are selling them. Yeah, it's nice to see they're appearing in stores, and it's nice to see that. When I first started buying these, they were a very kind of fringe company. They were very people. Oh, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I absolutely swear by Roker and Row Life. I think their stuff is fantastic. I really do, and it's nice to see them start branching out and appearing in more stores and off the shelf. I think that's great. I really do, and it's been fantastic seeing their models evolve as well, because they're early models. There were no batteries, there were no wires, or no LEDs, nothing like that. They were wooden models. They were static wooden models that didn't do anything. Then they started to add in music boxes and clockwork to them, and I really like the clockwork ones. And it's sad, a little bit of me is sad to see those go, because the clockwork mechanisms, some of them were so clever, they were fantastic. But now they are so advanced now that the tilt world, for example, the electrics and the motors that go inside that are some next level stuff. It's very bloody impressive compared to back when we were just using wind up clockwork models. But there was some very quaint about those little clockwork music boxes. I always really liked them. The various model I did was the greenhouse. Yeah, everyone chooses the greenhouse. It's really nice, but it's a bugger to build. It really is an absolute nightmare compared to some of the other ones. So like the very first one I did was I can't think what it's called. But it's at the bookshop, and again, it's easy enough to build, but you've got to make like 100 and something books, which is a lot, man. It's a hell of a lot. I'm thinking about getting ET when Titanic is finished. I'm thinking about an ET as well. ET is the one that I'm gutted that I'm not building. I really am, because two reasons. I think ET is going to land firmly in one camp or the other. It is either going to be one of the best partwork models they've ever put out there, or an absolute train wreck. I can't see there being any middle ground with it. I can't see people going, it's all right. I think people are going to say, this is absolutely amazing. If it does everything it's supposed to do, I think it's going to look incredible. Or it's going to be demonic. But I really want it. I really want that ET. Now, the funny thing about the ET is it gets compared to the Terminator, and it gets compared to the Alien build, whereas I'd say it's got more in common with the R2-D2 build, because the amount of sensors and electronics inside ET, it's closer to R2-D2 than it is to Terminator and Alien by far. It is an incredibly advanced build. It really is. Sue Reed, Happy New Year. We've had our New Year 11 hours ago. Happy New Year, Sue. So I'm assuming you are Australia. I hope you're Australia. If you said somebody from New Zealand, they tend to get quite offended. So, I hope you're Australia. Ours hasn't happened yet. We're still getting Australia. Thank you. Good. I was expected to lose a subscriber if you're in New Zealand. So I was taught that. I don't know if you know this or not. I was always taught that if we ever hear what we believe is an Australian accent, to ask them if they're from New Zealand, because people from Australia tend not to get offended by it. Whereas I get it. I'd be pissed off if somebody did it to me. But yeah, we tend to go New Zealand before I say Australia. So how's everyone doing with the models? Are you all keeping up? Is everyone where they need to be? Is anyone behind? Is anyone lagging? Scott, can you use 3-in-1 oil for gears for the Titanic? Can you use 3-in-1 oil for the gears for the Titanic? Which gears? Is that for the engine? If it's for the engine, Wouldn't, because they're plastic gears. If you're worried about sticking, I wouldn't. You tend to find that it all loosens up, and once it's all bolted down in place, it tends to work fine. I wouldn't use 3-in-1. I think, did we get some lubricant with it? It's been that long since I built that bloody engine room. I can't remember. I'd use, because they're plastic gears, I wouldn't go 3-in-1. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't go 3-in-1 because I don't think it's going to hold. I would go for I'd go for a lubricant. If you can get a lube for the gears, I'd go for that, because it'll, like a grease, it'll last longer. Similar to what we used for the X01 bar lights. I'd use that. I can't wait to see the Titanic engine room completed, because we haven't touched that for over a year now, have we? I haven't started the engine room yet, but I did get some lubricant for these. Yeah, so the engine room, what you'll find is everyone complained about this one thing that they were convinced theirs was going to stick and it wasn't going to turn. Don't. Once it all gets screwed together, you tend to find it just does. That it's okay. We did get some lubricant with the issue. Yes, we did. Yeah, I thought we did. We you do get some. Yeah, we do. You supply it with a cotton bud or something like that, and slather it on as well, man. Use all of it. You know, it's don't be scared you're going to run out. Use the lot, because you can never have too much, man. It's then once I believe it's then locked into a case. It's been so long since we did the engine room. And we spent so long on it. I want to say we spent at least 4 months on that engine room, and we've not touched it in over a year. So it's really strange, but I can see that making a comeback very soon. So the engine room is inevitable that we're going to have to screw that in at some point, because the nature of it for the back of the ship, the stern of the ship to go on. Nice. For the stern of the ship to go on, the propeller rods have got to come out the back. So yeah, we'll you will stay. Yeah, so propeller rods have got to come out the back. So we're gonna have to install that. We're gonna have to install the engine room soon. I think we will, because as I said, we've got the large piece of keel at the bottom has got all of the fixings for the engine room. So that's got to be soon. It's got to be. I would imagine that's going to be at least the next couple of months. Has to be. But it's looking good. You are all drunk. That wasn't me that fell over. You all fell over. Mark, I'm the same. I've got this horrible bloody feeling. We put that keel on, and then we'll have to take the bloody thing off to put because it just seemed a bit weird to me. I genuinely thought the decks were going to go on. We were going to screw the decks in from underneath, then we were going to put the keel on. But that's obviously not the way, because yeah, I'm concerned we have to take anything off, because it pisses me off when you put something together and have to take it apart. I can tell you now, anyone doing Batman Tumblr, I've built the next 6. They're not up on the channel yet, but I've built them. All those wires we spent the last 3 months putting together, you take them all apart. Over the next 6, you unplug all of them. All those wires you plugged in, over the next 6 issues, you unplug all those wires. There was literally no point to do it, other than test the electrics. Every wire we plugged in, we unplug. Which makes me think, well, that really was a pointless exercise, wasn't it? But it is what it is. At least we check the electrics. I think I wasn't the issues were sold out. So it's repeated or goes to another company. It is with another company. The Titanic is with Agora. So you can get a Titanic through Agora. I believe that's now live for UK buyers as well. So you can get one. Peter as well is selling one. If you want to buy Titanic, Peter is selling issues 1 to 85 of the Titanic at a bargain price. Thomas, yes, welcome. We are having a good night. Thank you very much. Yeah, I really hope we don't have to take the keel off. It gets on my bloody nerves that every part where it's the same. You always end up putting a wheel on and having to take the wheel off, or putting something on and take it off. It's just annoying. You think, why did we have to do that then? And there's been some odd ones as well. There's been ones with the Disney dolls as I've been building where I'm thinking, why would you tell us to do this and then do that when it would have been easier to do it the other way around? Really weird things. Like we put these windows into a room after we put the ceiling on. I'm like, this would have been so much easier without the ceiling there. If the ceiling hadn't been there, the windows would have been so easy to do. But when you put a ceiling, you got to get both your hands inside this tiny room trying to fix windows, and you're thinking, yeah, you didn't think this through. It's very odd. It's really odd. There's no logic in some of these builds. And you think, how did that happen? But it does, and it is what it is. But you know, so is the nature of the part work. Ours is we are just its humble servant. They ask us to do some really strange things. Alice's windows, yes, bloody nightmare. It was ridiculous that you put the ceiling in and then put the windows in after. And then even when they tried to put the windows in, they tried to put the main one in first and put the little ones in. I'm like, absolutely not. So I put the little one, I left the big window out so I could get my hand through and put the little ones in. Then I put the big window in. So they do ask you to do some very odd things, really strange things. It's like when they tell you to stop. That's really weird. And you've got a lot of parts. And then you get the next issue and you realize, well, I could have just kept going. There was no reason to stop. It's really odd. Some of the choices they make are really strange, but it is what it is, I suppose. And we just, we gotta do what we gotta do. That beer's tasting entirely too nice. I've got the dreaded flavour now. I'm gonna want lots of those. Oh dear. But I can't, otherwise, because honestly, I'll never finish the model. I've only had a beer and a half, so I'll be fine. But what was that one? Mermaid's light fixture. Yes, the mermaid's light fixture. That should have, before you put ceilings in, the mermaid light fixture 100% should have gone on first, right? It was insane. You had to do it completely blind. There was no way of seeing what you were doing. It took me forever. Absolutely. In the video, you watch the video, it takes me 10 seconds. It didn't take me 10 seconds. It took me bloody ages. Which fun hole did you get, Sue? Book nooks are great. Book nooks are so much fun. Book nooks are like time vortexes. You start a book nook and you don't realize 5 hours have gone by. Because I sit and I do them in one session. You go, my God, I started one and it was dark when I finished. So I only thought I'd been doing it for an hour, and it's like, oh, I've been doing this for 6 hours now. And they're so much fun. They are so much fun to do. There's not a bad one. There are some that are better than others, but there's certainly not a bad one. They're a lot of fun, and they're a bargain as well. You can get a book note for about 30 quid, and they'll for my American friends about $40, and they're fun. They're so much fun. They look lovely, but they're fun. They're a lot of fun. I saw a really nice one, right, and I'm skeptical about it because there's a company I've never heard of before, and I'm like, I don't know about that. So it's I'm gonna go for it though. So if it is bad, at least all of you will know it's bad. If it's good, well then we're on to a winner, aren't we? Medieval Market's really nice. I've not built it yet, but it's a lovely one. I've seen plenty of them built, and it's really nice. The Apothecary is gorgeous. It goes with the Medieval Market. It's really, really nice. It's a really clever build, and the electrics on it great. They're really well hidden, so you can't see any of the wires at all. But the Apothecary is gorgeous. It's up on my channel. You can see that one. This is your first wooden model, London. It's fun. It's nice. It's a really good one. And you got to go big next. You got to go mechanical on your next one, because that's when you really get into them. You start seeing the little mechanics move. And the thing with these as well is you look and think that's never going to work, and then all of a sudden it does, and they sort of spark to life, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I think it's time we got back to our build, because it is 10:33. We've got an hour and 27 minutes until it's 2024. So I'm going to switch cameras over. We're going to get back to the main build. Yeah, I definitely need a second camera. There we are. Okay, so stage 9 we were on. So the next things we need are C12, E6, and E5. Right, so C12. This is a large piece. This is the piece that looks like it's got some greenery on it. I say greenery, plant life. There we go. Now, the other thing you can do with these, I don't think you need to, because I like the raw wood look, but these are very, very, very easy to paint. You can use acrylic paints, acrylic paint pens, anything with these. So if you ever want to add color to one of these models, it is remarkably easy. And they do look lovely. But I've always just liked the raw wood look. I love the raw wood look of a real life model. I just think it looks gorgeous. E5. So that's that weird looking piece there. This looks flimsy. Be careful with this one. Yeah, your E5 looks delicate, so be careful with that one and movement from the board. But that's your E5 there. Right. So we're going to layer E6 on top of C12. So that's going to go like that. We're going to line up these holes, as you can see there. Then we're going to hold it in with this E5. Let's make sure we put this in the right way round. Yep. So that's going to go into this hole here. Do you know what the easiest way to do this is? Like this first. Get it into this one, and then we're going to slot it into the one down below. Again, there we go. So we're going to ease that one in. Now we're going to insert it into the bottom piece. That looks nuts. That's weird. Why's that not lining up? Because that's the wrong piece, Scott, you bloody idiot. There you go. That's got the YouTube professional right there. Oh, God. Right. So E6 or one. That's not E6. Wrong one. Bloody idiot. Right. Let's try that again. Take 2. See? I'm a genius. It's not the one with the greenery yet. It's that one that we need. So we're going to go into this one first. So that's going to pop in there. Sorry if you're copying me and I just buggered that up. I'm hoping that you're like, what are you doing, Scott, you idiot? And you caught it before I did. And this one's going to lock into here, like so. And then like so. There we go. Now we use that piece, right? So we're going to move over to the C2 piece. That's this one. Now we're going over to here. Now that's going to sit on there like that. So we're going to measure that one up. There we go. And we're going to use E1 to hold this in place. My favorite phone hole was the train station. The train station's really nice. The train station's lovely. The train station was my favorite until I did the trading center. The trading center is absolutely amazing, and also for the interior, the saloon, the Old West Saloon, is second to none. The interior of the Old West Saloon is absolutely beautiful. It's got so much going on with it, and it just looks stunning. It's got a little piano in there, and the bar, and the lighting works so well. The chandelier looks good. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So there we go. That's how we are now looking on this one. Let's get all the way down. There we go. Nice. So our base is looking good. Next, we are going to thread through the LEDs. So the LEDs are going to wrap around these poles. And I will show you exactly how we're going to do that. Let's get the LEDs. Now is very much time to put batteries in this, I think, which I haven't done. But now would be a good time to put batteries in. So let's do that. And let's hope to God that I have got the correct batteries. I've got 1,000,001 button cell batteries. Now you watch me get my button cells out and not have the right size. Because that would be sod's law and me being a fool for not thinking, I better check that. This soon be my next build. Yeah, it'll be good. I've also got, so in January, I've got the next medieval one coming. That's the brand new medieval one. And I also have the sheriff's office coming as well, which is the second one of the Wild West range. So both of those will be up on the channel in January. I will have discount codes as well. So if you would like discount codes, if you can hold out, I will have discount codes for you. So it all helps, right? Cheeky 10% off here, cheeky 20% off there. Never hurt anyone, did it? Right. Button cells. Come on, Scott. Yeah, can't find my button cells. All right. I took them out specifically for this purpose and thought, right, I'll take those out now. So I've got them ready for tonight. And now I can't remember I put the bloody things. That ain't them. See, look what I've just pulled out. Yeah, that's definitely not them. There they are. No? Oh, for God's sake. So I pulled my button cell batteries out specifically for this purpose. And now for the life of me, can't find where I put the bloody things. They were on my desk. And no, they're not. God damn it. It's okay. I'll get the boys to bring them up. No, where'd I put them? No. No. No, can't find them. Sorry, I'll get the boys to bring them up. Yeah, be all right. Get the boys to bring them up. Right. So let's put lighting in. Now, this does wrap around in a very specific way, but don't panic too much. So starting with the top light, I'm going to thread that one through the top here, like so. So that's where that one's going to go. And then we're going to go, no, we're not. Go that way around. So throw the top one in, we're going to come down here. We're going to wrap round. Wrap round like so. Around again. Around the back. Around here. Under. I've done this in the dumbest way. Yeah, I have. All right, start that again, because that was the dumbest way I've just tried to do that. All right, first things first, let's fit the battery docks. That's me trying to be smart, thinking, oh, I found a better way to do this. I haven't. Right, fit the battery box in first, Scott. Don't think you're smarter than them because you ain't. Right. There we go. Right, battery box fitted. So that's now in. Now let's follow the wire around. Right, so we're going to touch around the back there. I'm going to come under here. Go under there like so. And then we go over and round, under, over, under, through. And we wrap round all the way up to the top. We'll slot over there like so. There we have it. Right, wire side. I made me like that. Bloody hell. Probably they did a good. Probably try and pick one up. They are great. They're really good. I mean, the beauty of them is as well is compared to Lego, the price is ridiculously low. They're half of what Lego would cost you. Genuinely, if you bought Lego sets this same size, you'd pay double. Easily pay double. So you get a lot for your money, a hell of a lot for your money. And when you're building one, you'll see what I mean. You forget it's not Lego. It's not like, oh, this feels like an inferior product. It doesn't. It actually feels like a better product. Not just saying it, swear to God, you'll see for yourself. You build one, the quality is superb, absolutely superb. Right, so we need D4. This is our first off of the D board. So D4, D4, D4. There we go. So D4 is this piece here. We then need D4 needs F8. That's a little piece of the paper. F8. Yeah, so F8 is it's the tiny little square one. That's F8 there. And then we need some pins to hold it in, and those are Bs. So we need B17s probably. Let's have a look. B. Yep, B17s, two B17s. So pop two of those now. I'm going to hold these in place. So we're basically just pinning this to pin the paper to the broad side of this one. We just take that off with some sanding paper. F8 has gone over there. Right, let's put these in place. Is everyone keeping up? Are you all where you need to be? I'm not going too fast for anyone, I hope, or everyone's building along. I hope you are where you need to be, and I'm not, burning ahead. If you're ahead of me, that's absolutely fine. But I don't want to get ahead of anybody else. If you're ahead of me, that's absolutely fine. Okay, that's that one done. And then we are putting that into. I was going to set over roll wires. I see. Okay. So that's going to sit over here like so. There we go. So that's that one done. Right. Next we need, okay, this is, I guess unusual, but okay. Next we need a D2, F7 and a B17. So the F7 is quite a large piece of paper, which goes on a small window section. Well, that's okay. That will make sense in a bit. So D2 is this one here. So that's your D2. And now we need F7, which is quite a hefty piece of this window paper. F7, is that right? It is. Okay, so F7 there. This is going to go. Yeah, so like that. That's how we're going to go. I'm going to hold this in one with a single B17. Let's get B17. We're more than familiar with B17s, aren't we? All right, so we'll hold that one with the B17, and then we'll have a look what we're doing with it, because we're a little confused in this one. Good, there go the fireworks. Okay, my kids are getting excited about the fireworks now. Okay, so turning this one around that way. Yes, this one is going to go in there. So we're going to wobble that one down. There we go. That's where that one's going. It looks weird, but it's how we're going to do it. So we're on page 3 of 4 of our instructions now, I believe. Yes, we are. Page 3 of 4. Getting there. Getting there, getting there, getting there. We've got 1 hour, 10 minutes left. I think we're going to do it. I hope we're going to do it. Okay, D26. That's the next one we're using. So D26. D26 is this one here. So D26 is going to slot into here like so. There we go. So D26 in. Next, we are going to take the piece that we made ages ago, it feels like now, that roof section. That's this one here. And we're going to go over the rod that's holding the lights. And we're going to go straight down. So we're going to go over here. Straight down, straight down, straight down. And I say we're going to slot into the, we're going to slot into the side there. I remember this. Old eyes. Let's get this right in front of my old eyes. Try to ease this one in. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we are. Right. So that one's in. So that one's holding there like that. That's how we're now looking. Now we need D25. And this is going to slot and then lean in. So this is going to slot. We're trying to attach this to that roof section that we just did. So that sounds easier said than done. Happy New Year, Paul. Thank you for stopping by. So again, same thing. We're going to lean this one in. We're going to attach it to the central pin. So slot that one through. Lean that one in and line it up. There we go. That's caught nicely. So is that one done? Very good night. Happy year from Maui. Happy New Year to you, sir. I bet the weather's a lot better than it is here. Maui, wow. Okay, so now we need F4, as that's more of the light paper. So F4 is going to go through there, and then bizarrely, we just touch them straight to the to this beam. It's going to go that way up. We'll put an F4 straight onto this this piece here. That's F4. I bet it is, Larry. I bet it is lovely compared to here. Here it's just overcast, wet, and drizzly, which it always is. Right, D5. Okay, so D5 is going to slot in here, like so. Then we're going to take this piece and we're going to lock that in. There we go. So now we've got a bit more structure, a bit more rigidity to this. Starting to come together nicely, I think. So that's D5 in place. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the similar thing to what we did earlier, where we're going to put D1 with a very large piece of the F3 paper to it. So let's get D1. So D1 is this one here. And then we're going to use this large section of the paper. That's F3. Use our large section of paper here. We're going to hold that in place with, of course, B17. I hope we're not supposed to have loads of B17s left, because I haven't got many of those left at all. Which means Carpet Monster is going to have to choke up, cough up one of these things. Right. So, yes. Okay. So flipping that one over. I'm going to pop that one on there like that. I'm going to hold this in place with a single B17. Put it through here first. Easier in it. And I'm going to attach that one to there. Okay. Right. So this is now going to slot it in here, like so. Then we're going to put our paper over these tabs. There we go. So you see how we're looking? Looking good. Right. So now we need D3. With 3 B17s. I haven't got 3 B17s, I don't think. That'll be interesting. No, bloody carpet monster up mine. Right, come here, carpet. You're going to have to choke those up for me, mate. Right, you don't need that bit. I'm having that back from you. Half them up, carpet monster. I need them. Sorted. Right. Okay, so we are attaching more of the paper to our outer frame. Move these out of the way. Right, so we need paper number D5. And that's good. I see. Okay. So this is D5. And then, no, it's not. That's B17. I need F9 is what I need. That is F9. And then I need D3. That's where we're getting confused. Right. Right, so let's get these B17s in place. It's coming on quite nicely now. It's starting to come together rapidly compared to how it was before, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, so now we're going to slot this one into here. Is it properly? Yes. All right. That's going to go all the way down. Okay. That's that one. Josh Angel, Happy New Year from Pennsylvania. Happy New Year to you, John. Thank you for joining. Lovely to see you. Right, so that's that one in. D5 is now in. D3, sorry, is now in. I'm babbling. Yes. Looking good. D3, F2 is the next one in. So F2, which is another piece of this paper, we're going into the side. So let's get our F2 paper, which has got to be that one. So we've only got one paper left after this. That's good. That's a good sign. So F2 is going to slot into that section there. I see. No, jumped ahead there. D24's got to go in first. So D24 first. So here's our D24. That's going to slot into here, like so. Then I'm going to lean it in. I'm going to attach it to there. So let's get this down. And then we're trying to lean it in and attach it. There we go. That's an awkward one. Let's see if we can raise that up. There we go. There we go. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. That's very satisfying when that goes in. Happy New Year to Paul. Happy New Year from Germany. Fireworks going crazy. I bet they are. Less than an hour to go for New Year's over here. Happy 2024 from Italy. And yes, we're still here. Excellent. There's the aliens didn't invade. That's fantastic news. So looks like we're all good in the UK for for any sort of Independence Day shenanigans for the aliens. It's not going to happen at midnight. Italy have confirmed we're going to be safe. That's good news. Right, so now we're going to install F2. So F2 is going to slot into here. No, put the other way around. Fireworks gone off here. Why would you do it so prematurely when you're this close to the kind of the midnight hour? Why would you start setting fireworks off at 11 o'clock? That's just mental. Right, so those ones are there. Right, so now we need D22 and D6. We're going to put D6 in first. It tells us to put D6 in first. So D6 and D22. So these are the parchments. This is D6. It's saying to do this one first. So that means that things might get difficult if we don't. So let's obey. So that one. And then there we go. So that's when we get that click. Chris Horton, Happy New Year to you. So now D22, that's the one that's going on next, and this is going to slot in here. What's that one in? It's coming together really rather lovely now. And quickly now as well. Right. F1, this is our last piece of this light paper. And this is going to go in this way round. It's going to go on this side. So this is our filter paper again. So this will get a nice glow as opposed to an oppressive light. If not, you get like beaming out of this. This creates a nice orange glow to this rather than a oppressive light. That goes in there like so. Then we're D6 and D23. So let's then put D6 in first. So we will. Is that one in? Now D23. Whoop. There we go. We're looking nice, right? So it's all coming together now. Happy with this. Right. C15, C16. No, we're not. D15. D15 hold this tower together. So this ain't going to go on without a fight. I can see this coming already. Right. So this is D15, and we're going to pop it on here to hold this tower together. He hopes. But I can see this being a bit of a nuisance. Yeah, I'd be right. There we go. That's that one on. Can you watch live later? We're doing our river cruise. You can watch live later. Yeah, it'll be up. You can catch up exactly where you left off. Just make a mark on time, and you'll be good. Mark took his first beer break. There is a lot past that train, Mark. There really is. Cheers, Mark. I'm having a beer or two, mate. Dear me. Right. So that's that one done. Now we need C15, C16. This is when it starts to come to life now. So I can remember doing this the first time round. This is when all the pretties start to happen. It starts to look like the Tower of Westminster. So that's C15 and that's C16. So they look like unusual pieces, but all of a sudden you're like, I get what that is now. So C15 is going to fit in. Is it? Yes, it is. C15 fits in there like so. There we go. And then C16 fits in underneath. So it goes in there like that. There we go. Looking good. Right. Next we need D10 and 2 D11s. Right. We can do that. So D10 first, and D10 is going to go into this side of the tower. So right at the top. There we go. Hey, that's looking nice. Right, now 2 D11s. Let's have these out. How's everyone doing? You all you're keeping up? Or are you ahead? Have you finished? where are you in your builds? This is coming to the end now, so I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of you have already jumped ahead and finished. That's okay though. It's anyone that isn't keeping up that I'm concerned about. I just want to make sure that we're not flying ahead on you. So that's that one. This is where it starts to come to life now, really it is, when you can start to see how this detailing is already, it's gone from looking quite basic to, oh, okay, and it's looking quite intricate now. It's clever. There you go. So you can see how we're now looking. Hey, Sean, thank you. Happy New Year to you. Right, so now we need, we're working on this side, and we need 3 D18s. Let's get those. D18, D18, D18. I see them. Okay. Let's put 3 D18s in first. Right. Yep, so they're all going to go along this part of the town. Start at the bottom, because I found a bit of a bugger doing the bottom one last time. Is that one? Two more. Okay, so that's that one on. One more. Whoop. Yeah, last one ain't got that fight. Always the bloody way. So no, I ain't playing ball, Scott. You are playing bloody ball. There we go. It's looking lovely now, right? I mean, honestly, this simple detailing is having a hell of an effect. It's making it look a lot more advanced than it is, and I really like that. So we now need to put D7, D8, D9. Okay, so D7, D8, D9. Right, so D9 is the bottom one. I'm going to start with the bottom one first. C15, 16 would be easier to start putting on the correct wall. Yeah, it happens. It's yeah, I've done that. There we go. So that's that one. And now this one. Let's that one in. And then finally, this one. Excellent. That's looking lovely. That's looking really good. Right. More of them. Around here. Makes sense. So we have D20, 21, and 19. Right. So D19 and 20. Right. So that's D19. That's D20. D20, D19, D21. Right. So which one goes at the bottom? Get bottom first. Which one goes at the bottom? The bottom one is D19. So we put the bottom one in first. The D19 goes in there. Whoop. D19. D21, I think, is next. A very bizarre move. Yeah. How weird's that? 19, 21, 20. There's that weird ass logic for you again. Whoop. And 19's just fallen off. This is going to be it. There's always one part of these models is a pain in the ass, like a real pain in the ass. And I can sense this is it. Right. Let's try and get 19 back on. least Carpet Monster didn't eat it. Come on, man. This is brutal. Nope, can do the other one. Come back to it. This looks like it should be the simplest thing, because you're just lining these up and then they go. But they don't want to. They just don't want to. Right, that's that one in. It's this one just does not want to play ball. It's going, nope, I ain't doing it. I ain't going in there. See, that's why I walk away. Went in first time then, for Christ's sake. It's ridiculous. Oh. Right. Now C3 and C13. So that's C3 and that's C13. So C3 is the one that goes in the bottom. All right, so C3 is going to go in there. Yep. C13. We're going in there. Come on. There we go. Aha. So we're looking good. We're looking nice. Happy, 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 happy. Right. Now we're going to put 4 A2s. We're going to thread them through. Is that right? That is right. Okay. I remember doing this. We are literally threading spikes straight down. And they are A2s. Yeah, I remember doing this. We thread these straight down to the bottom. It's like matchsticks. 4 of them to begin with, but we're going to put a lot more of these in. Okay. So. Straight down into the bottom. There's a hole at the bottom that these go into. This is definitely one for the tweezers if you've got them. Okay, that's one in. One, and let's just come out. 2. That's fiddly as hell. The odds forever be in your favour on that one. 1. And 2. Okay. 5 A3s. Bloody hell. I see. All right, 5 A3s it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 A3s, that's what we're going to be putting in. One. Two. Hello, boy.
Is everything okay?
Everything's radiant, mate. How are you?
I'm good. It's just the Wi-Fi cut out. So
The Wi-Fi cut out. What, for you?
yeah,
It's all right for me, mate.
I was just checking sure the thing was still working.
No, it's all right for us, mate. Can you do me a favour, Oz?
Yeah.
There's some buttons that are batteries downstairs in the kitchen.
No.
The cupboard that's got the batteries and stuff in it. By the sink. At the top. Thank you. The sticks just thread down, Heather. So the sticks thread down, they will hold in place. You don't have to worry about them sticking in anywhere yet, but they will hold in place when they're down because we're going to put that many in there. But don't worry about it, they will hold. That makes sense. So as you can see, as they go down, they're going to build up. So you don't need to worry about if they're not slotting down into a hole or anything. They will all fit in. That's it, boy. Thank you, mate. Nice one. Right, so the sticks go in the little sticks, the second set of sticks go in the holes. The big sticks don't go in holes. Right? So you're gonna put the little ones down, and you thread those in, and those are gonna have it's easier to do those ones first. And then the other ones are gonna go next and they're pin in. Does that make sense? So you can see like that. If you do this, and then put the larger ones next to them, they're just gonna get held in. So that one goes straight down. It doesn't need a hole to stick into. This one's just going to wedge it in place. So that's how that one will go. And then this one is going to go down this side of it. And then there will be a fifth one that's going to go in here that's going to straighten all those out. So that's how that goes. Does that make sense, Heather? That makes sense? So I'll mostly take the first ones that we put in out and just go for the little ones instead. So take the the big ones out first that have no pin on them. The second ones it's asked us to do the ones with the pin on, put those down and get those into the holes. And then we're going to wedge the other ones in. I hope that makes sense. That's that one. That's that one. I'm going to third one in there. So the third stick's going to go down. So there's 3 holes, you can see them. I'm going to put that hole all the way down, and this one's going to go in the hole there. So once those 3 are in, you'll see there are 2 gaps. You can use those first 2 to go in. They've asked us to do it a really weird way around. I don't know why they'd suggest that, because that's never going to work practically. So those 3 are in. So then you can take the original 2, and those just slot down, and those will hold in place. These sticks suck. That's that one. That's that one. Okay, we are getting there. In my C14. Oh, old legs. C14, C14, C14 is going to slot into the side there. There we go. Ugh, those bloody sticks. There we go. Okay, so C14 in. More bleeding sticks. So 3 A1s. These are the ones that look like spikes. So 1, 2, 3. Those are going to go straight down. Are we spiky side up or spiky side down? Spike side up. So spike side up, we're going to go straight through and straight down. And that's easier said than done. There we go. Gotcha. Right, straight down. These sticks suck. These sticks suck. These are the worst thing about this model. I like this model up until these bloody sticks. These sticks are not good. Well, that one out. Right. What's that one? There we go. Yeah, they're not fun. Those sticks are a pain in the ass, an absolute pain in the ass. Snap sticks, yeah. Heather, don't worry about it. It's just a stick. It's not. It's not going to affect the model. These sticks are bloody awful. I'm the first one to tell you that. Alexander, thank you for stopping by. Happy New Year to you, sir. Yeah, those sticks ain't great. Those sticks are a stupid bloody design. I'm not entirely sure why they went with that, but they did. So that's what we're kind of stuck with. But yeah, they're not a very good design. Right. So we've got to put a load more of these sticks in. So that's those. So what are we putting in now? We're putting in two A2s, two more A2s. Yeah, I don't understand why they go for this method because it's not good. Okay, so two A2s, they go right to the edge. So right to the side. That's where they go in. There's that one there. And where's the other one going? That one's going there. Going straight down. Four A2s. This one's right to the edge. They don't go into anything, Heather. So if you're kind of looking for a hole for these to slot, and they don't, they just go down the side, right to the side. One more of those. Okay, that's that one done. A3s, five A3s. Now these ones do go in holes. So let's have a look where these ones are going. So that's 2 and a 3. Right. So it's where? 1, 2, 3. So it's one right next to that one. Okay. It's going to go straight down there. One. And then it's going to go there. That's 2. Weird. Weird, 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 weird. There's one there. Okay, I've got it. One down there. That one. Rick Howard Jr., hello to you, sir. Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. I hope you've got everything you wanted for Christmas this year, and I hope you're having a fantastic New Year's Eve. We are just having a bit of a stick nightmare at the moment with our build, so it's gone a little bit quiet. We're getting there. The sticks aren't fun. That I can tell you. Right, so those invites. So C14. Thankfully, we might be. We're going back to the sticks in a minute, but you know, it is what it is. C14, C14, C14. There's C14. So C14 is going to slot into there. Hmm. For the life of me, I cannot get this piece on. Yep, there it goes. There's my broken piece. Son of a bee sting. Yep, I'll just bust it. Ah, well. We'll fix it. Yeah, it goes on now. I broke the bloody thing. That's annoying. Oh well, it's happened. It's happened, it's happened, it's happened. That's fine. Snap to piece. Bugger! Right. So that's on. So we have our 3 A1s. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So number 1 is going to go through that all the way down. Number 2. Well, this is my broken piece, so hopefully this will now hold this on. Yeah, it will. Sweet. It's that one. Come on, you. Madness. I shouldn't be there. Hey, Amanda, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Corbin's in bed already. Wow. Okay, so that one is there. Rick got a 12K check for Christmas from the after. Nice. I'd like a 12K check for Christmas. That'd be lovely. Right, so we're going to put some dowels in. We are coming to the end of this one now, so I don't know if we're going to make it. We've got 15 minutes, but who knows? We might. If not, it's going to be bloody close. Right, so let's flip this one over. So dowel rods. So that's where we're going to go around that way. And our 4 longest dowel rods are going to go through here. And again, remember, we're going to do the wiggle and push, wiggle and push, wiggle and push, wiggle and push. That's that one through. Wiggle and push, wiggle and push, wiggle and push. That's that one through. Same again. Sweet. One more of the long ones. So that one through. So that's those ones done. Now we're using the shorter of the 3 dowels. We're going to go in the opposite end. So you have 3 short dowels left. Flip this one over. Is that one through? On a short piece. Wiggle and push. There we go. Right, so that's all our dowels on. Now taking that base piece we made bloody ages ago, we're going to attach this to that. So that sits there like so. Now we need these 13, 12, and 14. D13, D12, D14. Rick, we are building the Big Ben Roker model. We are trying to do it before the clock strikes midnight, but I don't think we're going to. I've got to be honest, we've got 12 minutes left, and I think we've got about 20 minutes work to go, so I can't see it happening, but I'm going to keep going, because you never know, we might beat the clock. So that's that one built. That's going to go on here. That fits on there like so. Now we're using our 2 A7 pieces. Those are going to go on here like so. And on there like so. Now our A6 pieces. Same again. We got 10 minutes, people. 10 minutes until it is 2024. So that one goes there like so. And that one on there. And we need the two D17s, two D16s. So it's D17, D17, D16, and D16. So two D17s first. I'll go either side here. I'm going to go there and there. Ten minutes to New Year's, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes. Charge your glasses. So let's get our glasses full, because we've got toast in the new year. Doesn't have to be booze, be whatever you want. Be it coffee, be it water, be it whatever. But we got to raise a glass to New Year's. Never with an empty glass. Massive faux pas. I did that in Germany once. They nearly tore my eyes out. Toasted with empty glass. I was like, oh, it was the ultimate faux pas. Okay, so those ones in. Right. What do we need now? The clock tower, so the Big Ben tower that we built, is now finally going to fit to our assembly. So we're going straight down. Now we got to wiggle this till we get it to fit. Come on, you. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so we're looking good. Happy New Year, Ken. You got to go, okay? We'll complete in the morning. No problem. Thank you, Ken. Happy New Year to you, brother. Okay, clock faces. So we need 4 of these clock faces. So this is 1. This is 2. That is 3. And that is 4. And now we got the spikes we built on at the beginning. So those are going to slot in here, like so. Just 1. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. And then finally, we have C5s to go on. So wherever C5 is, So we have two of these to go on. Lamppost to go on the outside. So we have a C5 lamppost that's going to go just here. And we have a C5 lamppost that's going to go just there. And that is Big Ben built with 5 minutes to go. The only thing I'll do now is put some batteries in it. So wow, wow, wow. We made it. We made it with 5 minutes to spare. Remarkable. Let's see if we can get some batteries in and get it glowing before New Year's. I guess so, Rick. I guess so. I'm only 7 hours ahead of you. And there she is, all lit up. We did it. We beat the clock. Amazing. Right. I'm going to try and flip cameras over quickly so I can wish in the New Year's with you. So I've got to be very swift about this one. I'm still here. Even if you can't see me, I'm still here. There we are. Right, so we did it with minutes to spare, but we did it. So thank you everybody for tuning in for our live stream. It's meant the world to me that you want to spend your New Year's with us. We got 3 minutes left until it strikes the clock strikes midnight for 2024. I want to say thank you to all of you, every single one of you, not just the people that built along, every single one of the subscribers, everybody that sent us a message, everybody that's ever hit that like button, everyone that's hit the subscribe button, everyone that supported me and the boys over the past 2 years. It has been a hell of a journey. It really has. And when we first started doing this, we didn't think anyone was going to watch. I know I say that, but we genuinely didn't. So it's been so much. But it's so nice being able to call all of your friends, because that's how I view us. It's been emotional. It really has. It's been great. And thank you so much, man. Thank you for all of your support. It means so much to me. It really does. And we love hearing from you. We really do. When I say that, I mean that. You're never a burden. So when people start with, "Oh, don't mean to bother you," you're never bothering me. You're not. If you were, I'd say don't message me, but you're not. I love hearing from all of you, man. We got 2 minutes to go. Well, about a minute and a half until the magic hour, when the real Big Ben's going to start chiming. Thank you, John. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Sheldon. You do still have 7 hours to finish it, Sheldon. You do. You'll get there, my friend. I went turbo at the end. I thought I wanted to. I will do more. I really enjoyed doing a live build with you all. I really did. So if you enjoyed it, we'll do another one. We'll do another one in a month or so, and we'll do another live build because it was fun, and one that we're not racing the clock. Maybe we can do one we build a little bit each month, and we can do a much bigger model over the years. It's nearly time. It's nearly New Year's in the UK. So again, thank you to everyone. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. In 2024, go out of your way to be nice to everybody. Make someone smile. That is your job for the next 12 months. If you can make one person smile every day, the world's a better place, you know? I know that sounds a little bit saccharine, but it's true. If people are out there doing that in the world, there's still some good in the world, you know? And you can be the difference. You really can. How does it feel to time travel? It feels amazing, Rick. It feels. I've never gone back to 2020 though. Okay, here we go. It's nearly time. The fireworks going off outside already. Happy New Year, Emily. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Come on in, boys. Come on in. Come in.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, my darling. Here's Jackie. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Oscar. Don't give your old man a hug. Oh, look at that hair. It feels like a sheep. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank everyone for stopping by. Make your New Year's resolution to make someone smile. That's what it needs to be, and the world will be a much better place. It genuinely will be. Thank you all for stopping by tonight for the building. I'm going to go and have a beer. I'm going to go and watch the fireworks with the boys. The fireworks. Look at the fireworks outside the windows, boys. Wow. Happy New Year to all of you. Again, thank you so much. My heart to everybody. Thank you for stopping by and spending your New Year's Eve with us. We're going to go now. Thank you for stopping by. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. And I'll see you very, very soon for more for Build with the Boys. Thank you. And I'll wish you good night and happy 2024 to everyone.